doctor.
Hey, Brian, what's up? Not much. A little bored. Went through sorting some more coins and some pennies. As a matter of fact, I gotta sort some more because I just went through a whole box of, I shouldn't say a whole box, but some extra coins. And let me see. Let me try this. Switch it over. There we go. I just found a few coins I need to separate again. 68S. What are you up to tonight? 68S. $69D. Oops. Get that one right. Yep, the right one. Yeah, me too. Couldn't sleep. I should have taken that nap this afternoon, but 68S. $3.45. It must be $12.45 here. Yep. 68D. $60D. $68S. Yeah, you were up late. No. 62. Buy any cool things in coins lately? 63. 60D. 64. Just me and you right now. 1960. No problem there. 68S. 63D. Man, this thing got hit. Cheek, hair. No, but I won a couple of things here and there, but nothing like out of the ordinary. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's always my issue too. Irma, Midnight, how you doing, sir? How you doing, Irma? How's Michael doing? I'm just going through some pennies real quick. I'm separating them by trays, and I'm going through some old coins that I had prior and didn't know I had them. I also didn't go through them either. Well, that's good. I saw your video. It's nice. Is that close by, or did you guys travel a little bit to go get to that spot when you filmed it, Irma? Forgot to do the view on YouTube also. Excuse me. Hey, Midnight, you want to move? Come on up. Oh, I got 4 people in here. Good. One of those days. I went to school today. Got work. I'll put my avatar up. I'm already done with my camera. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to do this stop cam. There we go. Yeah, Malibu's nice. Didn't see any people there. That was really surprising. I didn't see too many people there. The one was I saw another one with like that. Benzene molecule. Well, you can't specify Jesus only. You can't specify Jesus only. Since the Trinity is one or the other. Thank you there, Midnight. I had to bring up YouTube in order to get there, but I'm glad you got him. Well, that was quick. Bing, bing. Shot him down. Yeah. Kind of a name like that. Hey, Apirian, Ian, Libel, how you doing? Uh-oh, he's back again. Maybe we should time him out. Hey, John, how you doing? It must be an early morning in England. How was your day going so far? Yeah. With a name like that, a benzene molecule, kind of obvious. Hoover, come on up. Hoover raid, awesome. I'm doing all right, John. How you been? How's your pores been? I haven't, I've been so busy lately. I barely get into other streams so I get notifications. But man, I've been busy with paperwork and school, and just work. It's just basically just and then I'm trying to clean up my coins. Yeah, you're right, midnight. But a troll's a troll. Yeah, I went through some coins and I was trying to find that floating roof. Self-discipline. Let's check you out. Yes, as a matter of fact, I start Friday on vacation, Christmas vacation, and I go all the way to January the 7th. And I've got a lot of projects I want to do. I want to stay up a few times, do some late conversations and some coin box challenges. Yeah, it should be fun. But I got a lot to do still, and just keep keeping busy. No self discipline. I don't have any coins of Atlantis. Yes, John. Thank you for reminding. I keep forgetting to do that myself when I tell people, "Hey guys, make sure you hit the like button." But excuse me, I'm having some lemonade. I know it's summertime drink, but I enjoy lemonade. So how's everybody been? Oh, Melissa's here. Good. Thank you for rescuing me, Melissa. Is Michael around, or is he streaming on, or is he visiting another channel? I see you guys' numbers are up.
Dun, dun, dun,
Thank you for rescuing me.
I know. I sent an email out for the link to a couple people, and then I was like, Imperium said, or John said you were on, and I said, oh well, that changed everything. I said, we'll just go over there.
Well, I kind of waited until EVG was done,
Yeah,
and
I went all wild tonight.
I didn't see Cajun on, so I said, "Oh, my opportunity."
You know what? I didn't either. I didn't even think about it. But tis what it is.
Yeah, we had a troll here a little while ago.
Oh yeah, I was going to tell you. You probably don't want to put your string or your link out there. But
Yeah, but I just look at it as I've done it a few times before, and I see a troll on there. If I don't see someone I recognize, I don't put them in the.
right.
Yeah, it's easy that way, but I don't have everybody's email. I have to start, that's one thing we need to do. The people we talk to the most, we should start sending each other emails.
Oh yeah.
I have yours.
Because I didn't realize I didn't have yours, and I thought, well, I guess I've not had to email you for anything. But
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that about like Label and Alden.
mm-hmm.
I think I've talked to him once in a while before too. Alden, you want to come up here too on the panel? Yeah, because no, I have my regulars I talk to, and maybe we should just start exchanging, emails once we verify, the voice and the name or the face. Sometimes people don't want to get on their face on there. computer. So,
Right.
okay, Alden says he'll come up.
Cool.
Okay, let me see if I can get Alden's. See if I have it. Make sure. So, how'd your day go?
Oh, pretty good. Actually got up at a decent hour and got the mail shipped off once I went to my post office and they were closed at 4 o'clock. And I was like, are you kidding? They closed at 3:30. I'm like, I can't win with this place. I'm done.
Wait a minute. They don't have standard hours?
No, not at all. I
You know,
thought
I don't have Alden's email.
I put it in the private chat.
Okay, let me take a look. Isn't that kind of unusual? Don't they have standard hours?
No, on Saturday they're open from 8 to 9 or 9:30.
Uh-huh.
And during the week it's I think 8 to 3:30.
But they don't change it, do they?
No, it's set out. I just had never won it on a Saturday, so I know label. I love it. I still want my babies on there, but I'll have to actually pick a picture and see what you think.
Oh, you mentioned a while ago on another stream that you have you or your friend has a puppy, Rottweiler.
Yes, her name is Nova, and she wasn't very lively, so I didn't get back on.
Okay.
On Conmons. She had her shots today. She's 10 weeks old. So.
Ooh.
Oh, she's so cute.
I would imagine.
Hi, Irma.
Oh, you know Irma? Good.
Yep, I recognize the name.
Okay. Yeah, I met her and her husband. Well, actually, first I met her through her husband, and we were talking about Johnny Quest, one of my favorite, well, one of my few cartoons that I like to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And he sent me a video of the whole series. I couldn't believe it.
That's awesome.
That was really nice of him to do that.
Heck yeah.
Alden, I sent you an email.
Oh, and hi, Midnight Silver Run. Of course, hi, Empyrean. I know John RMS is in here. Hello again.
Irma's kind of shy, so I usually, wait to see if she, will ask. Oh, I didn't notice that right now to your avatar. You have the little corgi on your dime.
Yeah, Label made that.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
This is my dad's, infantry badge. But something, I need to get my own label. I have to start thinking about what I'm going to put on it.
Yeah.
Hoover, you know I am.
Yes.
So did you do any cornrow hunting today?
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have to get some more of these trays. I really like the organizations, because then I roll up I have rolls of 70s, these Philadelphias, and then I'm gonna roll all the S's together.
Oh yeah, you ended up with quite a few S's.
Yeah.
I just don't see them around here.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. There's a few. Cause I get Denver's and Philadelphia's, but years ago I used to get all San Francisco's, a lot of them.
Well, I guess considering your location too, that maybe.
Ooh. Oh, I got the email. I am so silly. I'll send it again, Alden. It's my fault. Oh, jeez, I can't believe I did that.
I tried to send John RMS one a minute ago, and it sent me back his email twice now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what happened there?
I don't know.
Just a fluke or what?
I don't know, because I tried it, just to copy the link and then stick it on an email, and it sent it back, and then I went through just click the invite button and then hit the Gmail from that, and it sent that one back too. Yeah, he's got a very simple email. It's just John RMS 2000.
Yeah. Well, that's odd. And there it goes.
No, Alden. I'm not sure what you mean. Who, me? No, it didn't send back yours, Alden. Like,
Yeah, I was talking to Slacker, and he's really getting into his pores because do you know TLT?
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're collaborating a lot on their pores now.
Ooh, there's my crusty
You got
quarter.
there.
Oh, it was a Canadian quarter I was showing on George's earlier. I don't even know where that came from. I was showing on George's earlier.
Hello, Alden.
Hey guys,
How are we doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. Getting ready to go to bed here in a little bit. Got to work today.
Yeah, that's why I put down a short conversation.
That's
Big
true.
Badger.
That's why I was like, I'm kind of tired, but I was just going to do one just for a little bit. But
Yeah,
I like.
so.
Hello again, Alden.
You what, Melissa?
Hello again.
I was wondering, John, are you doing sand casting? Are you going to start doing your CNC yet?
Hey, Mike Badger.
Hello, Mike Badger.
Melissa, I still didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry, honey.
I just said hello. That was all.
Oh, okay.
How was your day, Alden?
I went pretty good. I had a couple people lay out on me, so I had to work a little harder.
Oh, okay. I change this over to the other camera.
Yeah. Speaking of TLT,
It is.
Trust me, I just get out of the car. I'm going to leave my icon up. Oh, that's cool. Cool, Melissa. What is that?
that is a copper fish that TLT made that I'm going to give to my stepdad for Christmas because he's really big into fishing.
Jeez,
That's
how
cool.
much is that in weight?
I forget.
That looks like almost a pound. Waiting.
It's like 30. I want to say was it 30 ounces? I can't remember.
Wow, that's crazy.
So it won't stay long, but
you left her. Well, Irma says the same thing. She needs to start thinking about making her labels. How did you come up with yours? I know the corgi is the main thing. You don't even know more in California. But how'd you decide on the dime?
Oh, because Mercury dimes are my favorite. That's like when I was little, the ones that I can remember doing with my grandpa and stuff like that. So, yeah.
75. Oh. John, casting for like a certain. Is it a bar? Is it a round? I have to later work on a few custom rules design as well. Yeah, I Alden, how did you decide on your design on your label, on your avatar?
On my avatar?
Yes, sir.
I had a cross with wings,
Uh-huh.
and it was a generic one. I can show it to you. Well, I can't right now, but if I'm on my own stream, I can.
Okay.
But anyway, I sent it to Oz, and he's an artist. And I said, Oz, make it your own. Do your thing to it. And he come up with this, and he did a wood burning for me, and it's become my icon and my what represents the coin corner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing, sir?
Hello, Armor.
Hi, Alexander. How's it going?
Alexander. Boy, I haven't seen you in a long time, Alexander.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think I've seen him for the last couple of weeks, at least.
I think he was in my stream.
Hector, I know I'm subscribed. How come you didn't come up on my page?
Huh. Yeah, I heard John's really busy casting. Seems like a lot of people are doing a lot of casting or forging or making silver ingots. Soccer was making one the other day and it looked like a lantern. I thought it was a big mistake, the way he did it. But he said he learned a lot. I said, well, that's the point. If you did it and you learned a lot, then next pour is going to be even better.
All right. Hector, can you hear my music?
No.
Okay.
You learned a lot, then.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't hear it at all.
Okay. There we go.
TV?
Say what?
You hear my TV?
No, actually.
Yeah, Mike, he just got out of the hospital the other day, and Travis, he's on the mend. He'll be back in a few days. He's been really, really sick.
Mike Badger's asking if anybody talked to Travis in the last few weeks.
Oh, that's who he was talking about.
Who I was just talking about. Was
Oh, I'm
Travis.
sorry.
Lemonhead, same person.
Is he? I heard he was in the hospital for a little bit.
You what?
I heard he was sick a little bit. Did he go to the hospital?
Yeah, he was in the hospital. Travis has got diabetes, and he's got several health issues he has to deal with. But yeah, he's been under the weather. But I don't know what he was in the hospital for. I didn't talk to him directly.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a stream where he had just left, and I'd come in, and they were telling me what he had said. So
yeah, that diabetes is no joke.
Yeah, Travis is a good guy, but he's got my prayers. He'll be back. He'll be good. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Travis is tough.
Oh my gosh, he's so funny too.
Oh yeah, Lord, he's hilarious. And he gets some good coin too. I bought some great coin off Travis over the years.
Oh yeah, I really like the ones you got me.
Oh, I met Oz. Jeez, I think the first part of the last year, and we started at coins, and then he became an artist, and the woodbirding and all that. I said, "Dang, this guy's got talent."
Well, Oz is a graphic engineer to begin with, and he kind of incorporated that into his artwork, and he does freehand stuff as well. And yeah, he's a heck of an artist, and a true good friend and a good person.
He's got some amazing stories too.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, just from metal detecting alone. I mean, I've only heard a few, but I was like, wow.
Yeah, he's a great metal detector. I mean, he's been into it for a long time. He was a dealer for a while.
Hey, Mr. Badger, is your knee okay?
Ooh.
Oh God.
He said he
fractured your knee, Mike?
Son of a biscuit.
Oh man, that hurts. I don't know. Ooh, I had a knee injury when I was in high school playing football.
Right. That's not good.
No.
Yeah, when I broke my leg, I thought my knee was broken too. And I was like, oh, please don't do that. X-ray.
I've been sick by horses, cattle, Mm-hmm. I played, sports where, they actually came out to hurt me. And that was their intention. And I got hit pretty good, but I've never broken a bone in my body.
No,
you're a lucky man. I've broken several.
Just one for me. That was enough.
I mean, I got scars to prove every one of them. I can tell you a story behind each one. I even got one on my forearm on the other side of my arm where a cow kicked me so hard that it split my arm open by 4 inches. I didn't know cows' hooves were that sharp.
Yeah, Mike, you might want to have that checked, son, because if you cracked your kneecap, you could do some serious damage, and yeah, you need to have that looked at because that won't heal right if it is cracked.
Well, not only that, if it's fractured or even cracked, the calcium will build up on it and just split more.
That too.
Yeah,
I definitely need to have that looked at, Mike.
They'll need an X-ray for sure. Now, if it tore, that's even worse.
You're making my leg hurt just thinking about it.
Well,
okay.
I do a lot of coaching sports, and I get a lot of injuries, with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was officiating a basketball game, alumni versus students, and my vice principal went up for a layup, and he tore his Achilles, and it just balled up in the back of his calf. You should see that he was in pain.
Oh Lord, I say.
Hey, Coin Captain, how you doing, sir?
Hello, Coin Captain. How are you?
Oh, Mike, yeah, that don't sound good. You actually need to have that checked, friend. You do.
Whatever you do, don't take any aspirin, especially for that, in case you have a bleeding inside your knee. And the other thing too is if you put ice on it, it'll keep the inflammation down.
Yeah, I asked for mixed blood thinner, and that's not a good thing if you're bleeding internally. But now I'm going to give Mike Badger a cujo here. You were talking about my icon.
Yes, sir.
He's the one that actually I couldn't get it to focus in right. I crop it, I guess you call it.
Oh yeah, it was oversized.
And I'll send it to Mike or whoever, and Mike just he did the magic, sent it right back to me, and this is what I got. So
that looks cool. I like it.
He does great work. Mike's phenomenal when it comes to that kind of stuff. Yeah, lots of ice, Mike. Lots of ice.
Yeah, you see, the thing is with me, I know my main subject right now is coins, but I have too many interests. Like I got 2 trucks and a few sports cars that I like to incorporate, and astronomy, history, all that kind of. So I'm gonna have to find a logo that combines it all. Hey, Craig Durbin.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, want to come?
Now that's a guy I like. Oh, Craig's like me. He's a lot like me.
Oh, did you tell Melissa we had a conversation about guns and this and that and everything? And
no, I hadn't. We hadn't talked about it. I haven't talked to Melissa since yesterday.
It was on my channel.
Hey, I thought that was on her channel.
Are we crazy? Am I crazy or what?
Yeah, you're losing it, dude.
Oh man,
too many jalapenos. I'm telling you.
Oh, you know what it was? Because I was on 2 different channels, and both of them we had good conversations. That's what mixed me up. Because I had talked to earlier about 9 o'clock, but Melissa was later, right? Later in the morning.
Yeah, I was this morning.
Okay, all right. So that's my confusion right there.
Yeah, I didn't get to bed till 7:30 my time. Had to be at work at 2.
Oh, I didn't fall asleep because I still listened to you guys. I just couldn't let go of the conversation.
My wife, she works 3rd shift. She come in and said, "What in the hell are you doing up and on the computer?"
I was having fun.
I was talking guns, baby.
Hey, you want to come up?
She said, "I figured you were talking coin."
Hey, it's like I said, we got to change it up every once in a while. I mean,
you got to change it up
7 hours straight.
The Popzilla said something today in one of the streams that he never thought that he would make friends across this kind of medium. Ooh, my Mexican peso.
That's from Alden.
Oh, 1923 during the revolution.
That is
I like that. No, that's a peso, man. I think I've got one like that. I'm not sure. That's nice, Melissa.
That is nice.
You got it for me from Lemon.
Oh, did I buy you that one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I bought me a couple of them too.
Yeah, the one that we have that's the same.
Hey, Hidden.
Yeah,
I've been wondering about you. I see you in the place.
Hey,
oh, I gotta change my camera.
Well, I'm glad you like it, Melissa.
Well, I've got another. This one from you too.
That reminds me. Maybe I should put 2 of my coins together. Like I like Morgan's and I like the Mexican peso, the big one. Yeah. Maybe I'll make one like combine 2 of them together, and then, well, I'll think about it later. But that's not a bad idea. I was just thinking about that when you put the coin. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, look at that!
I gotta give Hidden his hero.
Well, no, that's cool, Melissa. I'm glad you got them. I'm glad you like them. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. I just thought it was my early birthday present. See,
well,
birthday, big one for Christmas.
Hey, when I give gifts, and I give gifts all the time, it ain't have to be no special time of the year. You know that. Right.
But yeah, I thought, well, when I saw that one, I said, it's cute. You said you wanted it, and I said, fine, don't give me a chance.
Hey, listen, this isn't my channel, but I got to give a big shout out to Craig. He made 500. That's awesome.
1,000.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Cool.
You see what it says above it, though? Midnight Silver runs like with a circular saw. Oh, and that's jagged. That's jagged. Ooh.
Let's go back here. I thought I read something else. I must have read that wrong.
What's that?
Anyway, congrats, my friend. That's great.
Yeah, I've been hitting 680 for months now. I haven't got any harder than that.
Well, we're gonna have to work on that too.
Yeah.
Oh, Melissa made 500. Okay.
Yeah. SMK did a birthday giveaway in my name on his channel. Well, he's going to do it on Sunday, but Yeah, I was really surprised. He's like, last night he said, check out my channel.
Well, I'll tell you what, Melissa. I have a special round in my safe that I may send you for a giveaway for your 500.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, no problem.
I'm already
I know just the round I'm going to send you.
cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Congrats.
Thank
I'm
you.
working on
Yeah,
it.
he did overnight.
I'm at like 334 or something. I'm getting there slowly, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, that 25 channel giveaway on the 1909 SVB really kicked me up. I was like 290, 300 and something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to 700 and something, and all of a sudden I lost like 100.
Yeah, YouTube does that.
You know, interaction. It's all about that.
I'll be honest. I really don't care how many I have, as long as the ones that's there appreciate what I do, and I, there's some good folks on my channel.
Yeah, and and the thing is the really big channels, they really don't know you because they've got like 60,000, 70,000, whatever. I'm happy with where I'm at. I just want to be able to do some more things and learn some more stuff and how to do streams and just a lot more different things.
You're getting there.
I've made some really, really, really good friends here. I really have.
Yeah, we've known each other what, a year probably?
A year, maybe a little longer, Melissa.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I know you were like my third subscriber, I think.
Something like that, yeah. I remember when you first started. I've been on here, I've been on YouTube a long time, but I've had this coin channel about 2.5 years, I think.
Oh, see, I just started, oh gosh.
And I got to know Travis and Robert and Joe Durbin and then I got to be friends with Oz, and I met Alexander and Hidden and Silver and guys, and it just grew from there. Now I've got
sorry,
and Hector and Riverdale and others that just they're just all great people.
And the thing is, we would never met each other in our lifetime, because if I'm on the West Coast and your folks are on the Midwest or even
I'm on the East Coast, so yeah.
So what chances would we have to have a conversation,
really
make and acquaintances, over basically not seeing each other and have the confidence of talking to each other.
Yeah.
Well, the internet makes the world a small place. I'll give it.
Yeah. I had one, acquaintance, I guess you'd say, that
I'm from the moon and I'm only 5 years old.
I see the moon and the moon sees me.
you got to give Hidden one thing. He's very unique. He's cool, but he's unique. I give him that. I mean,
Alexander. I mean, he's from what? Wales, Ireland,
Scotland.
Yeah.
Scotland. Okay. I mean, how would I? I mean, I've got cousins that I don't even talk to, and I know them really well. We only talk on the phone, but for them to get on the internet, they won't get on the internet.
Us it people are weird.
Right? We are the it people.
Now, I'll tell you what, now, guys. Hidden knows his coin. Now, he does. He knows his coin.
Hey, Melissa, can you move up the coin so I can see the date?
Oh, sure. I was looking at those cracks and wondering if those were die cracks or not.
That's what I was thinking. It looked like
it. Looked like it.
I was like, of course, I turned the microscope around so I could get up higher for the.
I'm really glad you like that, Melissa.
I do. Well, we both got this one.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Hidden is a good tech guy.
Well, he builds computers and all that, but he also knows coin.
Yeah.
I mean, really knows coin.
Well, my computer I bought from Dell, and it's already 5 years old, and it's already outdated. Some of the things don't work well, but I had to patch this and add that. And
well, Hidden's gonna hate this, but I've turned into a Mac person, so.
Well, I can't afford Macs.
Well, I bought a Mac Pro, and I'll be honest with you, it's the best computer I've ever owned in my life. But I mean, it's simple to use, and I'm not real tech savvy. So,
No, I'm not either. But
Oh, like today, kids, thinking that I'm, ancient, I'm older than their grandfathers, and believe it or not. But one of the kids was playing a game, and he switched over his screen, and so I went around and talked to other kids and get their assignments done, and he's back on the game again. I go around the corner, he switches it over. So I let him do that 2 or 3 times. On the third time, I went over to him. I said, "Why are you in the games?" "No, I wasn't." He said, "No, you're playing games." I said, and he kept on saying, "No, I wasn't." Now, you gotta remember something. Tell a lie, it's gonna come back and bite you. So I hit Control H on these little laptops, and it came up what he was on, how long he was on it, when he started. He goes,
what he looked at, yeah.
he's going, "Oh my God, you know this stuff? I bet you were sold. You probably had flip phones." I said, "No, sir. I can keep up with you guys." So I had to write him up because he was on some websites that he wasn't supposed to be on.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like with a Mac, I mean, I had always been, Microsoft and Android. Well, after I bought the Mac, I went, well, everybody was telling me you got to get an iPhone. You got to get an iPhone because it interacts with the Mac. So I bought an iPhone, and guess what? I'll never go back to Android.
I've got my little phone right here. It says Galaxy S7.
I love Galaxy.
That's what I had was a Galaxy 7 before my iPhone 11.
And something, I only paid $200. It was an old model, and so I paid like $300 for it. But man, I can't. It's better than my Galaxy, the S10 that I bought. So I went back to my 7.
That's the one I had.
I bought an 11, and my wife, I bought her a 7 Plus, and I'm use her phone more than I use mine. What do you use?
Oh man, Alexander, you did something I want to do. He went up in a helicopter.
Huh?
Alexander said he went in a helicopter. He said, UK, Scotland. I've been going to Shropshire too, and lately I went up in a helicopter just Sunday.
Oh, yeah, I've flown in a chopper before. That's cool.
I haven't yet.
Oh, really?
No.
I wanted to go when we went and got married, but then it rained after that. So because I was like, I want to go see the dolphins,
Alden or Hoover, do you got Craig's email so I can?
Yes, sir. That's why Craig calls me the secretary. I got it.
Hidden. I'm talking to Hidden in chat for a second. If it's okay. Hidden, to be honest with you, I really don't remember what I gifted you. I remember I gifted you something from Go to Dawson, but I really don't remember what it was.
The Hawaiian dollar.
What? Oh, really? Is that what it was?
Yeah, we were talking about the Hawaiian dollar last night. Or this morning, I'm sorry. You know what I mean.
I don't know. I know I gifted him something from Dura Joe's, but I don't remember what it was. Like I said, I do that all the time. So it's just like Melissa's. I forgot that I had done that.
And it's not been that long.
No, I know, but I do it all the time.
Yeah, like you didn't remember that the sleeves for the currency was going to Amy, and I was like, you are such a giver.
I mean, I just do it a lot, and because of that, I do tend to forget. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, but I mean,
no, not at all. I'm just happy I get to meet people and talk to people, and
like around here, that's what I was gonna say earlier. I got introduced to one person that was supposedly into errors and varieties, and believe me, that's why I hate the Indian head penny now. I have a strict policy that I do not want to see them.
How many Indian heads have you got, Melissa?
Probably 2, because Silverman sent me one as a joke, and so did Confrontational, like in the past month.
That's all you got?
Yes, because I don't like them, because it's a joke. That's why they're sending them to me. Because I'm like, crazy Indian head penny guy, and they're like, haha. So
I love Indians.
Well, I don't, because of that guy. He just kept wanting to show me the same one over and over again, even though he had like just hundreds of them. Like he had a suitcase full with bags and Ziploc bags, and just you could probably throw 2 pennies in there, and he would find them in 2 minutes, and it just zoom, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like CJ with the Flying Eagles. He can look at one and go, "Oh, this is snow. This is snow. This is another snow." Me, I look at him and go, "They're pretty."
I go, "Yay! I think I found something."
Really?
Now I gotta go pick it apart.
It's a booger. It's a booger.
Right. That's why you always keep your toothpick handy.
But no, I apologize. I don't remember what I gifted you. I really don't. I just remember there was something up there I thought you wanted, or I thought you would like, and I sent it. I don't remember. I apologize.
Oh,
I don't apologize for sending it. I apologize for not remembering what I sent.
There's a commercial on TV that says you can take this medicine for short-term memory, according to elder age. Jeez.
Hey, I'm old, remember?
Well, I'm older.
Yeah, but hey, I remember when the Dead Sea was just sick. Now that's old.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Hi, slacker stacker.
That's a new one.
No, I've been asked if I remembered Cleopatra. I said no, but a mama was hot.
Oh God.
Now that's old. I'll tell you.
My brother-in-law has a saying that when we have a birthday, it says rocks don't live that long.
Hey, my daughter, when I turned 60, my daughter sent me a cup and said, "I'm not 60. I'm 25 with 35 years of experience."
Nice.
Hey, it says that Craig's
You're welcome, Hid.
Craig's email has an error in it.
Oh, let me look at it again. Oh, because I put the @ after Durbin.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Your grand's old.
I can't listen and
Oh,
type.
that's funny.
If I do, I'll type what I'm saying. Yeah, just take that.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at Craig Durbin down there. That's hilarious.
I'm laughing at him. I'm only 5 years old. You know what? There's 5-year-olds that are about as tall as me. So, I mean, it happens.
Okay, I sent Craig and I sent Slacker both invitations.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I
But,
don't
no, some even with Popzilla, even is
Let me see. I think that Irma, let me check her real quick. Let me go back on the. I'll be right back. I'm going to go back on the YouTube side.
But I was talking to Roadrunners here. Hey,
beep beep.
Hey, Roadrunner. I think I just subscribed to her. I hope I did.
oh, Craig put his. I got your.
I did.
Craig, I got it.
I'm back.
Yeah, he was talking that him and I. He noticed also that he says I don't cuss, and and like one time I heard another person say that Riverdale really has. I got a message from Slacker on my phone. Let me see what it says here. Oh my!
Xander, if you like to hear me laugh, go check out my YouTube video. Now you'll hear me really laugh on that one. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, not at all. Hello,
yes, Craig.
Mr. Craig. How you
Woo! Woohoo!
Man, there now.
Trickery.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm excellent today.
Well, that's cool.
Once I hit that 500, I had to send her a hangout message.
Well,
Yeah, that surprised me. I was like, I just sat down.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her.
So it probably won't right up.
I'm gonna send her a silver round for a giveaway.
I guess we can make that the 550 or the 600. I don't know. Just depends.
Hey, by the way, Melissa, you don't get gold for 1,000.
Okay. I wasn't assuming anything. You know what they say about assuming.
I tell you what, for for somebody to start a stream at 3:00 in the morning and let us idiots run around for 6 or 7 hours at a time, ought to be at 1,000.
That's true. I give you that.
That's what
Hector and Alden and Pops and Hidden and a bunch of the guys should be over 1,000. As much as you guys interact with the community and do stuff for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Craig, I've heard several, like Rich Cali and Cajun and, other people that I talked to. They said the same thing. It's not the quantity anymore. It's now the quality. The people that I've met here, like you guys and Popzilla and Melissa and TLT. And I don't know. It just seems that even though I'm not and I'm also not a metal detector, but I'm interested. Maybe in the future I might do it. But
it's not about the money for me either. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, no.
It's about the amount of people in our community and the amount of people that we interact with and making sure that everybody's supporting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, Craig. I agree 100%.
I mean, Craig knows how I felt. I cried the day my LCS told me he'd sold the building. Yeah. I called red bawling. I couldn't even hardly talk. I was so upset. But it's just it's something positive that should be around, here, and it's going to be gone.
And I'll be honest with you, I can't watch every one of my subscribers' videos.
Oh, there's no
way.
way.
I tried to do my level best to go in and at least put a thumbs up on a live stream or video. And, even if I got to let the video run in the background, just catch parts of it and support people.
Oh,
there's no way you can watch
I'm trying to do that more, Craig.
Yeah.
I am. I'm trying to do that more myself. It's
just
like
a live stream and chatting with people that were around all the time. Everybody ought to be part of everybody.
Right.
Because that's where we get most of our information to make sure that everything in our group is, sailing down the river smooth.
Well, that's true. And I've learned so much from y'all. I mean, I could make a list that would be longer than our chat over here of the people that I've learned from in this community.
It's just like an association with each other because, when I met Michael, Irma's husband, we were talking about cartoons, and he sent me. The next thing I knew, he was sending me a surprise. And when I got it in the mail, I was telling Melissa it was my favorite cartoon series when I was a kid. It was Quest, and it blew me out of the water, and I was really appreciative. I don't know how many times I've already seen it. I've seen the video like 3 or 4 times already. The whole series.
Now, I had never met Irma before tonight, and I subscribed to her, and I think she did me. But I mean, that's another one. Just somebody I'd like to get to know, and her husband, and it's crazy how this thing just fingers out and grows.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, between Hector, Alden, Melissa, Popzilla, and me, we've had some of the most interesting conversations across the entire country that you could possibly have. I promise that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you that. I'll have to agree with that one. We have had some really interesting conversations.
That's why I love you never know what combination of people we may get on a panel, but sometimes it's just blown away.
Sometimes it just clicks,
Yeah.
I promise you get some of us together at Comedy Central. Can't even touch our content.
Speaking of which, I still need to watch that from here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Now that would be funny.
We just have a good time, and that's what it's about.
It is.
And just think, if it wasn't for this medium, we would never have met each other.
Right.
No, that's true. That's what I said. The internet makes the world a small place.
Yeah.
And what's weird is Hector works in the same school system as my daughter in California, and I live in North Carolina. So what's the chances of that happening?
Right.
What's the chances of running into Hector, who has worked in retail, education, and all kinds of other facets of life, and to be able to share his knowledge and his experiences within a conversation that people can relate to.
Yeah, and we, you and I, kind of share a lot of things in common, Craig. But on the other hand, we respect Hector and his views, and he respects ours. And that's really cool when you get into a educational, almost debate, but not really a debate, a growing conversation, I guess is what I.
That's what I liked, that everybody was able to just talk, not somebody upset or up in arms about something that got said.
tell you what.
An adult,
Yeah, it's called mutual respect.
Right.
Hector's a lot closer to us than what people realize, and I'm probably as guilty as anybody else to lump everybody in California into the same group.
Oh, I am too.
But that's not the reality.
No, it's
There's
not.
a few big cities in California that really destroy the whole entire state.
And the cities,
there are a lot of great people in
do the
California.
same thing. I mean,
Yeah, it's just like when you start teaching a class and they don't know you from Adam, right? And you really can't go in there and start expecting them to, learn anything if they don't know who you are, what you are, and what you expect them from, And I did today. I had to cover another class where these kids haven't had a steady teacher. She's been sick, a lot, so
lots of subs.
yeah, and I walk in the classroom and they're all over the place. And I understand, yeah, they gotta behave, they gotta do the stuff, they gotta work. But the first hour, all I did was say, okay, guys, this is what we're gonna do. What's your name? What do you like? What do you don't like? And it's not the warm-up stuff. It's more like really knowing what they need to, what their needs are, what they sound like. There's one girl in there, they says, oh, watch this girl. She is so crazy. She's loud and she does things her way. I said, really? Which one is it? And she's a really tiny little thing. But man, she's got a voice that a boom, like
that's great.
From here to sundown. And so I just went up to her and I talked to her, say, I heard that you have difficulty with people. And she goes, nah, people just don't like me. Well, I don't think that's true or not. And by the end of the day, the vice principal came in and she goes, oh, I just came in to check on one of the students. And I said the girl's name. And she goes, yep, that's who I'm checking on. And she wanted to know how she was doing. I said, fine. And she goes, are you serious? I said, yeah. And she goes, why? I said, well, I told her what my rules and expectations were. I told her that I heard there's a rumors that you are this kind of person. And I don't believe it because I think you can be a better person. You can work better with me. And I said, well, the thing is, I only have 2 rules. And she goes, what are they? 1, 2, don't break them. Her mouth almost like dropped because she said,
well,
so,
that, and you know what? That's really cool, Hector. I've got 2 things to say. Number 1, Irma, I'm learning a lot about coins as well as you are. But 2, my daddy said, respect is not given, it's earned.
right.
And you earned that respect from that girl. And that's a great thing. I mean, you can't teach that. I mean, you earned that and you did. And that's just cool. I mean,
well, the other thing was too, I had to make sure that she understood, I'm in charge. And
yeah, exactly. But again, that's where the respect comes from.
Yeah.
You earn it.
Yeah. Well, my dad says always listen first before you open your mouth because you look yourself like a fool if you start off barking off. But yeah, these kids are pretty tough. I mean, they're all over the place. They're single mom or single dad households. They're low income. They've been bounced around with sub to sub, and golly, it's just a whole bunch of things that they mess with, And then I speak language. I speak Spanish to them. I tell them something. I don't tell them in English. I tell them in Spanish. Even though they're fluent in English, I still tell them in Spanish. Settle down, be quiet, please. And I always say please, thank you, and all that. And one kid says, well, you don't have to tell me thank you. And I said, well, no, it's just my nature. It doesn't make me weak, and it doesn't overpower you. And I usually say when a kid doesn't do something, I said, well, I did say please. And he looks awkward or she looks awkward at me, and they do it. I mean, I don't know. It's just my nature.
Like I said, respect is earned, not given.
That's been one of the biggest crimes in our country to date is the separation of the American family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Craig. I agree.
Yeah.
You know, and we've allowed big government to do that stuff. And I don't want to get into that politic conversation again, but you know, that's just been one of the biggest disasters that has happened to our American people.
Yeah. Sometimes our leaders, I hate to say it, but sometimes our leaders lead us down the wrong path to get us on one side or the other.
Yeah, sometimes they promote that, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Alexander knows about Hobby Lobby in the UK.
I know. I just reading that was like, oh my goodness.
How's that? Is there even a UK? There is a Hobby Lobby in the UK? Is there one? Alexander?
Well, I wonder if he couldn't order online.
Well, he says he can't. They can't even get on it.
That's crazy. I'm not big into Hobby Lobby, but I mean,
hey, my wife is
half-price books and stuff in the summertime.
Oh my Lord! My wife is there for every season.
It would be like not being able to get to Amazon from North Carolina. I'd be lost.
Well, you know what? I don't like going. Like the other day, Alden, you were talking about you didn't like going to Walmart.
Yeah, I don't like going shopping at all.
You know, I have to get some stuff there, but you know something? I tried their pickup at Target. I like that. They have
we were talking about that the other night.
Yeah, they have a parking area. You order online. You wait an hour, and then you drive up to this area where it says parking 1, 2, and 3, 4, and I park up and I call them up. I said I'm here, and they bring my stuff out.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't have to fight the crowd.
Hell, there's grocery stores that do that now.
Yeah, Walmart's doing it.
Delivers now. Did you see that on TV? McDonald's is delivering.
Oh my Lord!
I think I did.
But I'll be honest. I mean, that's the reason I shop on Amazon a lot. I mean, I get better quality stuff for about the same price, and I don't have to go nowhere. You know, because my time is limited because I work so much.
Welcome back.
And the shift I work, I mean, I can order at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to go, you know, watch all the weirdos at Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try to do as much business as I can locally.
Yes.
But sometimes you just can't do business locally. And it's nice to have places like Amazon and stuff.
Yeah, well, Craig, I'm the same way. I mean, stuff that I get, like lumber and that kind of thing, I do buy locally. But, I mean, I live in a very small town. And, I mean, we've got like a Rose's and hell, even Fred's closed down. We get like a dollar store, and that's about it. I mean, I got to drive 40 miles to get to the closest Walmart. So
yeah, we stop at Dollar Tree, at Dollar General, and Walmart, and the local, as many of the local businesses as we can to support the town. But you know, there are just some things that are no longer available in our community.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And I can go to Amazon and I can order anything I can think of. From, you know, I don't know if y'all know it, but I was into the paranormal investigation for 45 years. I mean, I've got my own team.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Lord, yeah. Dark Night Paranormal Research has been. My daddy was the founder of New England Paranormal back in 1968.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been into that for years. Wow. So buying cameras and IR lights and stuff like that, we either had to build for ourselves or we had to get online to order.
Right.
And
yeah, you know what you're doing with the camera. You know, there are a lot of pre-made cameras that don't really do what you need to have a designed camera to do.
Right.
You know, and that was one of the things, you know, Colorado coin hunting bought a brand new coin scope and it worked a couple times and then it quit.
Right.
And the other night I encouraged him. I said, man, go back to Amazon and contact that seller. I said, I bet that they'd be happy to send you another camera.
Yeah, they want to make it
and
right.
They probably
they
do.
want to be happy with their product. I said, everything that I've gotten from Amazon, the vendors have been knocking down my door trying to make sure I'm happy with the product.
Yeah, me too.
You know, and he did. They're sending them a brand new camera.
Yeah, I've got 3 microscopes. I've bought 3 cameras, your webcam, and from Amazon. And yeah, they literally flood my computer or my phone, going, "Are you happy with what we got? What we sent you?"
Yeah, because they always want feedback, just so
Oh, yeah. Well, but sometimes the reviews and some of the products that I look at, they don't seem to be like a real person wrote it, or someone's didn't really have the experience of using that product.
I've read a lot of reviews on Amazon too, Hector, and it just blows my mind the kind of things that people will say in a review.
Well, see, even Irma says that she'd rather go out to the stores, and I'm not saying this stereotype. I think women like to shop. For me,
I was just going to say, I'm not going to be a male chauvinist here, but women love to shop.
No.
I like to shop more than women. Trust me when I tell you.
I got
now. If I'm
you're going to the store, I'll stay home.
Smith and Wesson, ammo. Yeah, I like to shop too, but
yeah. But see, the thing is, my wife, one time I took my mother-in-law and my wife together shopping. Oh my Lord!
You got one of those nice 6-7 hour trips, huh?
Well, this is what happened. They bought a pair of shoes, then they had to have a matching purse. They didn't have the matching purse. I had to take back the shoes. When they found the matching shoes and the purse, they went to look for an outfit. Well, they tried so many different outfits. We spent just for shoes, purse, outfit, and makeup to all coordinate. I'm going,
welcome to married life, my friend.
Oh, well, my mother-in-law too. They love to shop. Oh my gosh, they love to shop.
When you started doing that about the shoes and take it back and this and that, I was already going.
You haven't seen my closet of shoes. I mean,
my husband has more shoes than I do. He's the shoe.
Really?
I'm just like, I trash them. I'll wear them till I trash them. I'll get some more.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Shoes and stuff, but other than that,
I'll wear them until I can see the soles going holes in them, and then I'll go get me a new pair of Nikes or whatever.
Well, I wait till my big toe starts going through it because I got Flintstone feet. Get the yabba dabba do going,
I got for my wife and my mother-in-law to finish shopping. I went over my limit for my dad for using downloading movies, and I put on the budget because I did it 3-4 times in a row, and it was like $10 for every gigabyte.
Well, see, I'd be honest with you, I drive my wife crazy because if we do go to shopping, which I do every once in a while, I'll make a list of what I want, what stores I want to go to, know exactly where to go in that store to get what I'm wanting.
Yep.
I go pick it up. I go out, and I'm waiting for her in the car, and she's like, "How long have you been in the car?" "An hour. I smoked a half pack of cigarettes waiting on your ass." I said, "What did you buy?" "Oh, nothing. I was just looking around." Oh my God!
Did you see what her said? She goes, "We don't have the patience to be shopping."
I don't have the patience.
Man,
my husband and light bulbs. Oh my gosh! I'm pretty sure they cleared out a section on the shelving for me to sit down after a while because let's look at the lumens, and I'm like, oh God, why did I come with you?
But now,
my wife is, Melissa.
Huh?
My wife is like, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm going to the store. You want to come?" "No."
That's what
2
I
hours later, she called. She said, "Well, I thought you were just going to go pick up a couple things." And I said, "Yeah, when I get done, I'll be home."
Yeah, Scott, he
and she's like, "Good grief."
Now, my wife says the same thing if I'm going to a certain store. If I'm going to Home Depot or Lowe's, she knows not to go with me because I'm going to be in there for a long time. And I'm going to spend a lot of money because it's like Christmas land to me. Tools and gadgets and, men's store is different than the mall.
I don't know. I can find stuff that I want to look at in there, but going to Walmart, it's like the same stuff is here. It's the same Walmart.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Light bulbs. Yeah, just
when I go to Walmart here, I run into everybody I know. So it's like a 2-hour conversation with people you haven't seen in a couple of days.
Oh, you were on my Walmart excursion that one night on somebody's stream, weren't you?
if I take my wife to Home Depot, I'm ready to leave in 3 minutes.
Well, see, I'm the opposite. I can live at Home Depot.
Yeah, I Home Depot. I have a Lowe's and a Home Depot.
We do too, and they're close by each other.
Yeah, and I go in there and I get ideas. You know, I got to do this or that, and my wife says, "Why?" I said, "For the same reason when you go buy shoes, you have to try 4 or 5 of the same color."
No wonder I like you guys, because you're sounding more like I agree with all this. I'm like,
Craig's the exception, ain't now? That guy likes to shop. I mean, you know.
Well, it's like when I go
I want to do clothes online, hope for the best. They show up, cool, whatever.
when my wife goes to Hobby Lobby, I go to the coin section and the RC section. When I'm done there, and she's still looking around, and she's got a basket full. I've got 2, 3 items in my hand.
Y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I've never been into a Hobby Lobby.
Oh man.
Oh man,
I've been in there for picture frames and to look for coin stuff.
Oh,
They sell.
all kinds of cool stuff. And
I didn't even know Hobby Lobby sold coin stuff.
Yeah.
you're in
that's
the
like
making
they-
projects where
they
there's
sell
that
all their
kind of
books
stuff on
now.
Hobby Lobby you won't find anywhere else.
That's cool.
Alexander says he's worse because with tools he can't help himself. But when you live with your mom, everything has its place and tidy because Dad passed away in January, so Christmas will be strange without him. I know the feeling too, Alexander. I lost my dad.
I didn't know it was going to be your first Christmas without him. I didn't know how long ago he passed. I'm sorry. That is going to be weird.
Well, just think about the good times about him. That's
Oh,
why.
yeah. That's about like just stuff that people do that like is personal to you that just makes you smile or laugh about him. That's the stuff to think about.
Well, I lost my brother in December, right before Christmas. 3 days.
The Slacker Stacker wants to know if anybody's ever heard of this illness going around called stackatitis.
Is it kind of like Morganitis?
Mingy something or other too.
Well, you know, there was a certain little guy we know that had a real bad case of Morganitis, and then he ended up with silver in his shoes. He was dancing.
Pandemic.
I'm sorry.
I don't have any of them. I've just got coinatitis.
I have silveritis. Yeah,
I have everything.
I've got coinitis. Yeah.
and thank God I don't have golitis.
Yeah, really. Nobody can afford golitis.
Well, not at $1,500 an ounce almost.
Exactly.
And I started another pandemic in my house. You know, everybody's stacking coins and stuff. I started buying Ryobi cordless tools. And now my wife's into Ryobi cordless tools. So
The Walt, baby.
my living room
I like
literally has
cordless.
about 30
I have
Ryobi
to admit, I like cordless too.
Yes, I like gadgets. You know, like remember a place called where you can get all the men's kind of gadget stuff. What was it called?
Hammer Schlimmacher?
That's one of them, but there's another one.
Spencer's?
Mm,
Oh, Melissa knows exactly what I'm talking about.
what's Spencer's?
It's
Oh,
like
Melissa
a
knows
store with like just odds and ends and like gag gifts and racy gag gifts and
yeah, cool. shit.
posters and funny T-shirts.
Yeah.
And,
Sex shop?
no,
It was
like
funny
they used to have them in the middle of the mall. I don't know if they still do.
That was so funny to see your expression when I said Spencer's. That you just knew exactly what I was talking about.
Now, see, there's a good mall story when mommy's taken forever. My dad and I went into Spencer's, and then we saw a kid he was probably like 14 or something, and I was probably like 7 or 8. But my dad was like, kind of nudged me, like, "Hey, well, look at him," and he took a watch, and it was like in one of the little flat plastic things. So
Right.
we followed him out of the, something to do. So we're like playing Magnum PI, and I'm like,
People watching, yeah.
yeah. And I was like, that was the funnest trip I've had in the mall because I didn't have to sit like, was sitting with your clothes, And,
Yeah, Spencer's was a cool store.
yeah,
I don't even know if they're still around anymore. But
I'm not real sure.
I haven't seen one in years.
I know we had one at our mall. I haven't been in there in so long because it's like closer to East St. Louis. I'm like, yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading what Irma was saying about that when her husband goes shopping, he has to have her next to him when she goes shopping with him. To get out. That's funny. It seems like everybody has a little quirk about shopping, huh?
I don't like to close shop with other people because I feel like they're waiting on me. And then I'm like more worried about like, are they okay? Or are they bored? Than even, and I just get frustrated with it. I'm like, forget it. I'll go by myself. Christmas shopping, I can get that done in and out. Like I can go on a Christmas Eve, take a zip through there and be out.
Well, got to remember, I spent 25 years in retail. So when I go shopping, it's a purpose. It's not to stock shelves. It's not to sell a product, But my wife will call me up and said, "Hey, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to go shopping. I'll meet you there." No. I just put 8 hours in here and you want me to go shopping another 2?
I don't want to look at that.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. Like I said, I like Amazon. I can sit in my recliner and I can order any damn thing I want.
I can tell you this: Lawrence has got Home Depot and Menards right next to each other.
Oh, really?
And that is like the ultimate, like tit.
Really?
You go into Home Depot and you decide to go next door to Menards, you'll spend 8 hours.
I love that sound.
That's great.
That's my grandma's house. The clock?
Yeah.
Good night, my friend. I'm
Take
giving
care,
it myself.
Good night and hurrah.
Those are mine.
Even everyone says that she doesn't like going to that place when Michael makes me go with him. It takes forever to look at what he went to get. And I say, why don't you ask? That makes it easier to find what you want.
I was just reading that, yeah.
I walk off. I'm like,
that's one of the things about Walmart that drives me crazy is you can go into 5 different places at Walmart and find the same product.
Yeah, that's true.
Or how about they move one thing on you 5 times?
Yeah, you're not going to find 5 of one item at Walmart, but you'll find it in 4 different locations.
Bread.
Yes.
You'll find bread in 4 different locations. I promise.
No, but you said
okay, from a retail stance, you know why they do that? Because we always put things that are impulsive buyers, things that you buy on a weekly basis, but sometimes if you see it again, it makes you buy it. It's an impulse item. We do that on purpose. That, like for tortillas, why would tortillas be in the front or bananas in the front? Especially in the morning, we put bread and eggs and bananas at the check lanes in the morning. What's that?
the sticky roller. That is in Walmart in at least 3 places.
It's probably Walmart at least 10 places.
Now, I'll tell you what pisses me off about Walmart.
Hey,
I'll go, which I don't go to Walmart much, but I'll go into Walmart and I'll spend $100 on, whatever I'm buying. And they got cameras everywhere, right? They got cameras over the cashier's thing. They got cameras when you're shopping. And I'm going out the door and I've got some old man or some old lady going, I want to look at your receipt. I'm like, hell, I just paid for the damn thing. It's on my credit card. There was a camera watching me pay for it. And
you were looking at me walk towards you.
Yeah, and you want to see my receipt before I go to the car? Kiss my grits.
Okay, Mike Badger, good night.
Good night, Mike Badger.
Now that pisses me off.
Mike. Yeah. And not only that, but the door frames at Walmart, they've got cameras in the door frames.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. And they're at waist level. So when people are coming into the store and they're leaving, they can get a good high definition photo of the people.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Like that.
Oh, I can tell you.
By a person
measures
twice, once going in and once coming out. They get a good profile at person, so they know who to look for.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I understand the cameras for shoplifting, that kind of thing. But if I've never stolen anything in my life. And
I can vouch for you that way, Alden, because when I was a manager, most of our cameras were not on the customer; they were on the employees.
well,
I went to the grocery store that none of the cameras worked.
Why do I have to show them? If I've got a receipt and you watched me pay for it, and the cashier was there when I paid for it, why are you going to see my receipt before I go to my car?
That I don't understand. I know a lot of people get upset when you check when you just look at the register right there. You don't check someone's receipt. Even at Costco would do the same thing.
I wondered if Walmart didn't do it because Sam's does it, and they just kind of, since it's the same people.
Do you know the aisle of Walmart where they sell the flavored scented candle oils and all that stuff?
Yeah, ours is over by the grocery section.
They've got a little camera that sits out on the shelf, the little dome camera that watches the whole aisle real close. Because that's one of the easiest things that people steal.
Huh.
I did a video, a YouTube video on that camera, and I told my wife to style a profile. The store manager come out on the floor and asked me, he says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm just laughing." And I said, I think that at a point in our society where you got to put a camera on something like this to protect your interest in your store, I think it's goofy. I said, and I understand, don't get me wrong. I know that this is probably something that is a big shrinkage problem in the store. I said, but to me, it speaks volumes of the people in our community that would take the time to steal this stuff.
Yeah, really.
You'd be surprised.
And I said, if that's where we are as a people, I said, I think it's funny. And
Well,
I said,
it's just like locking up racers. They had to do that for how long?
That kind of crap.
Oh, I got to tell you, sir, about security. When security was checking out all these people for shoplifting, the head guy got busted for shoplifting in the same store he worked at. So I had to fire him and have him arrested. That was no joke.
Wow.
Well, I mean, that doesn't really surprise me, but because there's a lot of thieves out there.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, when you got somebody that, pays for this stuff, why should I have to show a receipt before I go to my car? I just don't understand that. And if you refuse to, they can, so they say they can hold you up. And
Right.
I'm sorry, but that's an infringement on my rights because I paid for that. That's my stuff now in that buggy.
But
Yeah, and that's why I don't check myself out. I just go through a lane and make them do it because they're not.
Yeah, I never check myself out, ever.
Oh, I do. It goes so much fast. Well, I used to work at a grocery store too, and I'm like, I know where my stuff's at.
Yeah, my wife does,
And
but
when I get home, I'm like,
I make them ring it up, and I do. Yeah, I like human reaction when it comes to that coming.
I like getting the French toast out of there.
Well, and the other thing too is if you don't go through the self-checkout lane, I kind of feel like that's protecting another position for another employee.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they got two
That's
checkers,
true. That's true.
I'll make them open another lane, Melissa. I'm not bashful.
yeah, then they have to come from the main part of the store, and they're maybe one person short. I mean, I've known it's not a real big town. A lot of people work there. Like, we can't get our stuff done because we have to keep running up there.
But they do that because they run on a budget of maybe 11.9% or 12%, and that's lean in a store. That's lean.
Yeah, and I know they didn't like it at this Walmart. I guess they passed some law that says you at the Walmarts, for example, you have to have someone in there with the liquor, like the beer garden section, at all times because they didn't used to do that. And there's this, you're leaving the exit. Then
that might be a state law because we don't have that.
They just started doing that 2 months ago maybe or something like that.
Well, I know each state is different.
It's not been very long that's been.
Well,
what I'm saying is, they're not going to hold me back because I don't want to show them my receipt.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
Not that it's a big deal. I mean, I wouldn't care to do it, but when they insist on it, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I paid for this stuff. Go
Well,
look.
you know what? I wish somebody would have done that with the TV that we purchased on a Black Friday, because the one we got was not the one labeled on the box. It
Oh,
wasn't the same brand, nothing. And then we went back, Gray Thursday. It was Black Friday by the time we got done in the morning. We sat there for 3 hours until they straightened out what the deal was. And they looked up the serial number, and the TV that was supposed to be in the box was never sold.
Hey,
And all the footage of where we walked around in the store, and we weren't in there that long. Like,
Yeah,
we're getting a TV and we're getting out of there. But
Alden,
yeah, Craig.
next time that happens to you, just look at them and say, you know what, I want a refund, and you can have this cart full of stuff, and I'll go shop somewhere else. And they'll flip their tune pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Craig.
And that's the main reason I don't go to Walmart that often. I hate showing my receipt.
Because it will take them longer to refund you that money than to just let you go.
That's
I
not a
get
bad
Walmart
idea.
nice
I may try that.
Just say, I don't mean any disrespect, but if you don't trust me shopping in your store, I don't want to do business with
Yeah,
you.
that's how I feel about it. It's like, I'm
secret shoppers walking around anyway, or the loss prevention, I should say. In plain clothes.
Well, they got cameras everywhere, and if you're going through the checkout lane with a bunch of items, yeah, there are probably people who pick things up off the shelf and stick it in their pocket and go buy $100 worth of stuff. But the average person isn't going into Walmart and saying, "Hey, I'm going to spend $200, but I'm going to steal this $3 item." I mean, that's probably not a reality.
No, not at all.
Well, a while ago, Irvin was talking about that she likes gold, and we talked about that a little while ago.
Mhm.
And
Oh my God, you guys.
Heritage Auctions is having an auction on a $3 gold piece, 1854, and it's only like 35,000 or 340,000. I forget what the number was, but it was a low vintage. It wasn't very popular. It was a $3 coin, and it's going up for auction. And then the advertiser goes, "Well, you can buy this and be a part of your collection." It'd be probably 10 times what's worth in gold.
Well, here's an example of retail. I went into a home base store, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with those or not, but it's
No, I'm not.
What was it called again, Craig?
Home base.
No, never heard of it.
It's a division of Sutherland's, and they had these pedestal fans that are 3-foot pedestals. There's a base that has a big heavy metal plate, and then there's a pedestal, and then there's a 3-foot fan that you can mount and turn and swivel and do all this stuff with.
Nice.
They're supposed to have them on the shelf, and they didn't. So they went into the storeroom, and they've got 14 of them up on a shelf. They're not selling any of them, and they were marked at, I want to say, $199 a piece or something or other. I wanted 3 of them, and I asked the store manager, I said, since you got all these back here in the storeroom and you're not selling any of them, will you make me a deal on them? And he said, what are you thinking? And I said, well, I'd like to buy them, but I'd like to get them for, about $160. And I was thinking each, right?
Uh-huh.
The manager rung up all 3 of those fans at $160.
Oh, ouch.
And he was okay with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, really. Melissa, you can afford gold? Wow.
No, that's a family thingy.
That's nice.
That is sweet.
That's what Dad had.
That almost looks better than when I stamp out.
I know. That's a shiny plastic. Yeah, he said, "Oh, that $5 one's not yours. You're supposed to have a $10 one." I said, "Well, bring it on over."
Wow.
It took me 4 months to manage to find the box of goodies he had, and then says, "Oh, you didn't get the right one." I was like,
That's
"Yeah,
cool.
give me mine."
I don't. I've got a lot of silver, but I have no gold pieces. That's cool.
They're pretty easy to press.
I would be.
if you got
I
the
would
right press.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, I think it was like a it's about 300 and
Gold
something.
isn't hard to find. It's just hard to buy because it's expensive.
Take care, Irma. Thank you for dropping in.
Yeah. Good night,
Yep.
Irma.
Night,
Yeah.
Irma. Nice to meet you, girl. I subbed you, by the way. Thank
Good night
you.
or good morning, whichever it is.
Yeah,
Until
good morning. 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready to go to bed myself, guys.
I want to say hi to Scent Hoarder and hey, EBG. I can't believe. Are you done with them quarters? Because I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
pick
give it about 10 more minutes and I'm gone.
yeah, MVG's asking me why are you not asleep? I think he meant it for me.
We do what we want.
Hector's always awake. Hey, EVG, Ace in order.
Oh, EVG's here?
Yeah.
EVG is here.
Cool.
EVG's the man.
Good night, Irma. Just in case.
Yeah, EVG's cool.
And the other person I've seen in the chat that's been bouncing back and forth is that Pennies and Benjies.
Is
Oh,
who,
yeah.
Greg?
Pennies and Benjies. That's
Oh,
a new
wow.
one. I haven't seen them much before, but the last couple of days they've been around quite a bit.
I've seen them around a little bit. I don't know who they are, but
They seem to be pretty
is
decent.
that-
Big treasure trolls.
Is that Todd?
let me go back on the YouTube side and see who.
Yeah, I'm over on YouTube right now.
Hey, Treasure Troll.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Treasure Trolls.
He's
How's
got
it going?
215 subscribers.
Good morning, Treasure.
Yeah. Pennies the Benjies had a different name before, and I know we heard it last night.
He's been on.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they are, but they've been around a lot the last couple of days. So interacting good with the chat, good people.
Yeah, we just apparently can't say put crustaceans from the sea on the grill.
EVG says that gold is not expensive. You just need to get it out of the ground.
Right. No biggie.
Yeah, but don't come out of the ground like that.
Well, they might if you got a metal detector and know what you're looking for, but I'm not into that. And
Yeah.
no, I can't afford gold. I'm just.
Now here we go.
It's
Buyer.
above my budget.
Good morning, buyer.
Hello.
Hey, it's Buyer, boys.
We get the all-star cast tonight.
Look out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hey, this is I think my best. I got 17 watchers.
Well, that's cool, Hector.
So happens when you hang out with the cool kids.
It's all because Craig and Melissa and you are here. That's what
Not
it is.
because of me. I don't make you guys great. I just support the greatness.
Well, I try to support everybody myself.
Well, I try, but I think everybody knows I took Novus's spot, so I'm like the ambassador of late night.
Melissa, everybody knows you, honey. You're just a sweetheart.
I'm just a social butterfly. It's a curse.
She is the filing cabinet of the community.
Yeah.
You want to find something out. If she doesn't know it, then she'll find out.
Yep.
Birthday down.
You can research. I'll give her that.
That is one thing. I'm like, if I don't know, I'll find out.
Yep, you will.
You know, another thing too is what I hate going to stores, especially at Walmart. They're undercover shop prevention people. The ones that try to, get people for if they try to shoplift, they have the undercover loss prevention people.
Oh,
I could spot them out real easy, and I'll do things just to mess with them. I'll put some on my jacket, and then I come around the corner and it's on the shelf still.
Oh, my dad used to do that stuff. That's what I was like. He would make shopping fun because he'd make a game out of it, so time would go by.
Your buyers would like to know if he can have a link.
I'd put his email in the private.
And I want to go play an EVG sandbox. Well, he's got a fishing boat and 7 gold claims, and
Wow.
man. I'm going to wait till it's warm, though. That's what I want to wait for.
Right. I think Michigan this time of year would be a little brisk.
He's up in that Great Lakes area. It's cold right now.
EVG, I haven't seen Novus in so long.
Well, after he had the accident and he kept having seizures and headaches, he couldn't do a stream for very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen 7 in somebody's stream earlier today saying that he talked to Novus.
Oh, probably, yeah, 7 usually, I think, tries to.
I've actually got his phone number. I haven't called him. I guess I should.
I miss him. He just slayed me.
Oh, he was nuts. Novus was. No, I called him Frovis, but yeah.
Yeah.
Frovis
Oh,
was,
you're responsible for that one, huh?
God, I used to give him hell. I did. I give that boy all kinds of
The
hell.
man bun and the
Are you
salmon.
talking about Novus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stacker. Yeah.
How's he doing lately? Does anybody know?
I haven't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah. It's been months.
I knew he had a car wreck, and after that, I really hadn't seen him. I think I seen him on once or twice after that.
Well, that's when he did one live stream while he was driving the car. And I think after he got to whoever in his family, he was going to their house. I think that night he was going to have a stream at midnight just to, say hi to everybody. And he ended up, his head was hurting him so bad that he ended up not doing it. And then I think he had another seizure after that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that time he was in the hospital, they had a couple weeks, I think. Or no, wait, he was out, but he had to go back in at least 10 times within a week for tests. Oh. Yeah, because he must have just popped his head just right, because it didn't look like anything was going on from what I understand, but definitely he was in pain. And
well, it's like they say with diabetes, people not even a clue any of that kind of activity, break a bone, and the next thing you know, they're type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a diabetic myself, so I have been for 10 years, so I've been fighting it, so I kind of know how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My husband had it. His blood sugar, his glucose level was like 400 and something.
Oh my God.
And they were like, "How are you not in a diabetic coma?"
Holy crap, 400. That's craziness.
Yeah. And they classified him as type 1.
Type B, yeah.
Yeah.
Type B, not type A.
Yeah, thank you.
Mine was 502, and they classified me as type B. But I've had my AC, whatever you call it, for about 3 years now. So I'm doing a lot better. That's
some scary stuff. Hey, Johnny Ray.
Oh, it's a silent killer, son. I'm telling you.
Highway. Woo!
Look at there. There's fire, boys. Good morning.
Hi, son.
Hello?
Hello.
Any more
Hey,
skunk?
Meyer, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Oh, there's Melissa.
Hey, Johnny Ray's here, and Sen Hoarder too.
Hey, Buyer, I think that if you're going to have to be adopted by EBG, he's got like a 30-page application form.
Worse than buying a pistol in a bad state.
Oh.
Sorry, Hector.
That's okay. That's okay.
Johnny Ray, you are part of the cool kids.
Always things cool.
Johnny Ray is a good guy.
Hey, Craig.
Oh, wow. Did you see what Scent Hoarder put? The highest blood sugar I've ever seen is 1650, but I work in the ER. Yeah, but
Would they go in a coma when they came in? Oh, hey, Michael E. Fines.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Craig, I found out this new trick. When the bullcrap starts flying out of the phone.
I was going to say Treasure's got low blood sugar, and that can be as dangerous or more dangerous than diabetes.
Yeah. Because your organ can shut down.
Yeah. You get low blood sugar and you get bad. Yeah, your kidneys can shut down, your liver can shut down. That's not good stuff.
Yeah, my mom, she's diabetic, but she's hypoglycemic or
hypo's
right?
Hypo's down, hypo's up. Yeah.
She's hypoglycemic, and we have to make sure that we, check her sugar twice in the morning, right before breakfast and right after, and then she's pretty good in the day. You can tell, but one day she was just going like off the wall. We didn't know what she was wrong, and we found out that her sugar shot up to 300 and just threw her off.
Well, when they first diagnosed me, they put me on a pill that dropped my sugar big time, and my sugar went real low.
Mm-hmm.
And hell, I passed out between two boxes back there in the storeroom at the mill I work at, and they didn't find me for over an hour.
Oh, jeez.
And yeah, they rushed me. They rushed me to the ER, and I mean, it was pretty bad. So yeah, I know about low blood sugar too. I mean,
well, you know,
the medications they put you on if you're a diabetic can cause that. And
yeah.
It took them about a year to figure out what worked for me, and I've been all right ever since.
Wow. Try carrying a 300-pound man out of a nuclear power plant.
Yeah.
Put him on wheels. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Hey, when they go limp, 180 pounds is just as heavy as 300 pounds.
70 pounds can be heavy. Somebody ain't.
Hey, I'm 260. Nobody wants to carry me around.
Get your feet under my arms, pull you like that.
Yeah, really. I'm 6'1" and 260. I'm a big guy. I mean,
Well, I figured a way to do that using a rope. My dad taught me one. Do that.
hold me behind your damn truck, right?
No, it's just you know.
Put out a tarp and pull that.
Oh, you'd be surprised when I had the kid.
You know what's funny, Melissa?
What?
I could pick him up and carry him under my arm.
Hey, coin junkie.
Hey, coin
Hey,
junkie.
Coin Junkie, how you doing?
Oh, Coin Junkies
What's up,
here.
Junkie?
Man, we're getting all the
Dang,
cool
he's
kids in
all
here.
tonight.
Coin Hoarder says he's seen the lowest as 21. Oh my God.
Whoa. That's freaky. Scary.
My mom goes berserk at a 68. I can only imagine. That guy must have been passed out.
I was gonna say mine drops to around 50. I pass out.
Ooh, it made me cold.
I don't that. Come on, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wow. Guys, it is 5:30 in the morning, and I've got to get up and go to work.
Okay.
Love y'all. It's been great being here. Thank you for having me, Hector.
Hey, my pleasure all the time, sir.
As
Yeah.
always, good talking to you, Alden.
Have a good day, Alden. Glad
Always
to
good
hang
time
out
with
with you.
you, Craig. Whizbang, good to meet you. See you again. There he is. And Alexander, good to see you. It's been a long time. Slacker Snacker, Treasure Trolls, everybody that's here tonight. Appreciate y'all. I know Hector does. Subscribe and like. God bless, Godspeed. Love y'all. Night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Take care, brother.
Hey, Gregory Lee, how's it going?
Hey, Gregory. Hey, buyer.
Yeah, I want to see Fire's welding helmet.
Was he doing something right
Give me
now?
just a minute.
Oh,
I think he's just adjusting his helmet.
Oh, I see.
yeah, that's why I was going like this, because I was like, have it up, you know.
If we're buyers,
Oh.
you're not paying attention to me.
Who, me?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Yeah, that's the first thing he said. That's why I was like, I'll just keep on yapping.
59, 58, 57. Oh,
Roll.
So many new
our favorite Hoovie got to 500 today.
Whoop, whoop.
There you go.
Time,
There you go,
time.
movie. You wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Got the crazy clown with a machine gun.
Oh my! Is that hydro dipped?
No, just a
Hector, can you
decal.
present him pretty, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
That's Birdie.
Is that the decal? That's pretty nice for decal.
Yeah, it is.
Well, what do you know?
That took a minute to get all that put on there.
It took me a while.
And do you use some
Everybody
window
says it
cleaner?
looks like a girl's helmet because
One
of
of them
all the
squeegees?
pink smoke and stuff on it.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I
A
like
lot
it.
of people don't know that you can use window cleaner underneath the decal to
Oh,
float
yeah.
the decal so you can get it where you want it and squeegee the window cleaner out from underneath it, and it'll stick like crazy.
Yep. Just like doing window tint, you use Windex or soapy water or whatever, and then squeegee it out.
Light soap in it, not very much.
Hey, Harry, how you doing, brother?
Yay, Harry!
dropper.
Hello, Harry. How you doing?
I used to put a drop or two of Dawn in a big ass spray bottle, like a Windex bottle. That's what I used to do tint. That's what I'd done to that.
Yep.
Do you put anything to protect the outside of the sticker or the adhesive to it?
Yeah, I'm going to use some UV protected clear coat tomorrow, actually.
Okay. Is that a spray on, or are you going to roll it on?
I'm going to spray it.
Spray it.
Yep.
Just make sure you take your lens out and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. I just put it all back in just to see how it looked with all that decal and stuff on it. It looks pretty good, but I got to take all that crap back apart.
Okay, awkward moment.
Awkward.
Yeah.
There's nothing awkward. We haven't gotten started yet.
Well, I got the hit. I hit 20. Man, that was my first. Uh-oh.
I'm sending Hector secret emails.
I hope everybody's hitting that like button.
Let me see. Get this. I wonder if he wants to come back on. There he is.
Oh, did that go away?
Kicking me out and what?
Oh,
No, you left and I just put you back in.
Oh my.
you know, like cord came loose the other night, and I went down into the basement and then popped back up on or no, I was gonna go start my own stream, and I popped back up in George's, and I went, "Oh, you guys!" I was like, I don't know how I got back in here, and how he didn't have to hit the button for me to get back in there. That was weird.
Said Hoarder wants to know if anybody found or bought a new coin today. Not me. I've been cleaning up and sending back coins back to the bank that I knew wasn't.
Oh,
I haven't bought any other than a router for the wife.
I found a war nickel in the mailbox.
yeah, I was just say I found a MS-70 Libertad in my mailbox today.
Is that a rattler?
I got an interesting phone call from the country of Jordan today.
Whoa.
Jordan?
Yeah. The woman, she was heavily involved with herself on the phone, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. We don't need none of that.
From Jordan?
You know those coins that Alden sent us, Hoovy?
Yeah.
Those are Libertads.
Yeah, I was just showing it. No, I got a. Actually, I had them out earlier before you were in here. I got a that un peso.
Yeah, read the rim. It says Mexico Libertad on it.
Mm-hmm. That's
the actual edge of the coin.
Oh, cool. What do you know? Is the baby one for that too? No.
That's a real Libertad. There you go. You got Libertads.
But I can't say that other one's my first one.
Got Libertad.
Michael Fines found a.
She's got Libertaditis
penny box last week.
That a catchy song, like.
No, I'm looking what Slacker says. Yes, Slacker, I do streams in the daytime, but not as often because I worked in the daytime. But I'll be on vacation starting Friday, and I won't go back to work until the 8th of January.
Oh, it's going to be on. It's going to be extra.
Yep. So we'll be doing some. I want to do is a box challenge, like have 4 box challenge with 4 people on the panel or 6, whatever we can do, or just start comparing coins and talk about coins. Make an hour, and everybody takes a turn hosting their own hour.
Well,
and it'll be 6 of us.
I'll tell you what, my husband will be home the 22nd, and he's not been home since Thanksgiving, so I won't get to play late night. I might, but yeah, a schedule wouldn't be a bad idea.
when he falls asleep, I'm over here because I sometimes I'm having trouble sleeping lately.
I noticed you kind of hit like that 2-3 a.m. for a while here and there.
Yeah. So I'm trying to wear myself out. I'm hyper as it is. I talk fast. I work fast. I do everything fast. And lately, I've been taking an afternoon nap, which is no problem. Then I go in the garage, do some stuff, and man, I got to clean my garage out really bad. Oh my God.
Like me, I'm like, I wish it was warm out so I could do it. I think, oh my God, a disaster.
He sounds like a squirrel. He sounds like a squirrel to drink 10 Red Bulls. He just everything, everywhere.
Yeah, because I'm working on my dad's place. I'm working on 2 projects, my truck. I'm cleaning my coins out. I just cleaned out my wife's family home from their parents, we're getting rid of all their furniture and all that. And
yeah,
it's busy,
Hector's downsizing.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Well, this house is paid off, so I'm doing some projects that I always wanted to do.
Bye, Harry.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so boy, that makes
don't have a good day.
large car payments. Don't worry about it no more.
Sent Horner, my husband works on the railroad, and he is a bridge maintenance and repair foreman. There you go. Yeah.
Snacker, I'm gonna text you.
And he's in Fort Worth, Texas right now. Slacker, you don't have to be sorry. He's had this job for like 13 years. I'm used to not quite this long usually, but I mean, there's been like the 3-monthers or like the longest. But I'm like, that's why we can put up with each other. We actually miss each other,
It's probably going to be a lot worse because they're going to start doing a lot more of the infrastructure stuff. So I imagine he's going to start being busier and busier and busier.
Well, she has her normal husband, and then she has her YouTube husband. So, it works out.
And wasn't it funny? YouTube husband, real
this
husband,
guy that keeps telling her to swing at 3 o'clock and all that.
Each other for like however long Scott was there. I can't remember.
Well, it's funny. My wife doesn't really. I have to. If I go back to bed right now, I'd wake her up, and she's a light sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, we go to sleep, and then I'll have to go to the restroom because of these pills that have got my blood pressure, in check. But man, did they make me go to the bathroom? And I try not to drink anything after 6 o'clock or 7 because if I drink even a glass of water, I'm up all night.
Like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
Blood pressure medicine got a diuretic in it, probably.
Yes, sir.
He's probably got a Lasix, and then if he's taking Lasix, he's got to take calcium on top of that.
That's the diuretic. It's in the blood pressure medicine. They suck. Trust me. I've took them for about 10 years now, and they don't get any better. You take it, you go piss like a horse, come back and piss like a horse, come back.
It doesn't help with the prostate too when you get over 60.
EVG, I do not do $50. I'm good at quarters. I can do pennies.
I'm good at pennies and dimes.
I'm good at comedy. That's what I'm good at.
Right, you can do commentator.
I'm good at. I'm really good at catching critters and making people pay me, along with some help.
I'm good at nickels, pennies, quarters, and halves, but I'm really terrible at dimes, and I don't know why. They just don't attract me.
I'm good at ideas, I'm Brian.
A lot of people don't like dimes because they're so small, hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I like mercury dimes. Belt dimes. I haven't went through any of mine yet. Like I said, I would go through them back in June. It's not June anymore.
But yeah, Craig, you do come up with some pretty decent ideas there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm glad you got paid.
Right.
Oh yeah, me too. Because that was the whole Christmas fundage. That was for the boy and the girlfriend there. So,
hey, you know what? That's more than a Christmas fund. That's like almost 2 months worth of income for some people.
Yeah, you're right. Because my mom's on Social Security and she only gets like $760 a month. So there you go. That was 2 months worth of pay for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
When is her surgery?
Friday.
Okay. I was thinking Thursday or Friday. But so I was like, oh,
How,
wait a minute.
how did Rhonda's thing go today?
I don't know. I saw her on her and Brian were on somebody's stream when I came home from
It's
getting Ashley, but
oh, you got the jailbird?
huh?
You got the jailbird?
Yeah, she was here earlier. Oh,
Jailbird, you mean Ashley?
That's right. Yeah. Duh.
What'd she do? Domestic violence, get herself thrown in jail?
No, they came to her mom's house and wanted to pick her up for when she got pulled over back in July and she was driving on a suspended license, but she used her sister's name.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
not good.
she
So
better
she's
watch
been-
that. 'Cause
So she spent the weekend in the clink.
Well, not only that, he didn't identify herself correctly, and that's against the law too.
Yeah. I said,
yeah,
how did
that's
they ask you for your license to fill out your ticket?
Right.
And she told me
well,
that.
she could
I don't know. She told me she went to court for it. And I said, they didn't ask you for anything then.
That sounds a little.
She's a little naughty.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's a little
Because
naughty.
if you say I don't have my driver's license with me, they say, okay, what's your social security number and your date of birth
Yeah. Or
to
your driver's
verify
license
who
number.
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, even if she used her sister's name and said, I don't have, my driver's license, she'd had to come up with her sister's social security number.
Anything kind of identification number. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I see, she's one of those people, and I've told her this before, so I'm like, you have stories. I was like, people do not even believe them because they just sound so out there. But like, it's stuff that ends up in the newspaper. So you're like, oh, well, like she said, oh, this guy got away from the cops and had handcuffs on and ran up the road and like went to her house, which he didn't know was her house and thought it was still her mom's, and came to look for her younger brother. And she said, he doesn't live here anymore. So then the cops are knocking on her front door, and this guy goes running out the sliding glass door towards the field. And I'm like, who does that happen to? Nope, it was in the paper. I think, see, it's just, she's a magnet for, I mean, she didn't tell the truth on that particular thing, but the guy running through the house. Like,
I'll tell you how lax Jackson County Jail is. They was transporting 9 prisoners from the Jackson County Jail today to CRC, which is Chillicothe. No, it's a central receiving center, but it's in Chillicothe.
Mm-hmm.
9 prisoners that were handcuffed, shackled, and chained together got loose. And here they are running down the road like a line of circus midgets. Like, where are you going, guys? You got leg shackles, handcuffs, and you're all chained together. What are you doing?
It's good. Yeah.
Did somebody drive by and playing the Pretender song back on the chain gang?
I don't know. But
Delivery.
I think it's hilarious. Jackson County still makes them wear stripes. So here they are running down the road doing the short step shuffle in stripes.
Should have given them a shovel and some picks.
I think if you're like
You guys are gonna run around.
large, they have black.
I told them, I said, you should have given them sledgehammers. That way they can make little ones out of big ones. But yeah, like, where are you gonna go? You're chained together. You got leg shackles on and all that. What are you gonna do? You're
That's
stuck like
funny.
a chuck at that.
There's a men's jail it's a jail for male and female on the corner from my dad's place, and we always had dogs in the property, and then as soon as we lost one of our dogs, well, actually we lost 2 dogs that year. They had a breakout, 6-man breakout, and they found one of the guys behind the orchard behind my dad's ranch. And the only way they found him is because the dogs were barking at him, and they attacked him. They beat him so bad they had to hospitalize the guy. And it was just ranch dogs. And ranch dogs, if you don't know them, they're not friendly. If you know them, they're friendly. But these guys
Right.
crossed the wrong ranch.
Right. Them dogs had a heyday with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some dogs that are wild can be worse than coyotes. It'll just give you an idea of the way some wild dogs can act.
Yeah.
They'll make a
I've caught
coyote look
coyotes.
tame.
I've caught coyotes in traps that you could literally pet them, like scratch their ears and stuff. And then I've caught normal, run of the mill. I'll call it a wild dog, feral dog, that was going to chew my face off. But a normal coyote, you can just about pet all of them.
I wouldn't trust them, especially the ones here in California.
Well, they're so afraid of humans. Coyotes are, to an extent, because they're in a trap. They're so afraid that they will literally lay there. But you get a feral dog that has been around a few people. He knows that you're there to either hurt him or whatever. He's thinking you're gonna hurt him, so he's gonna do anything he possibly can to get away from you, and then that includes biting your fingers off. He's gonna do it.
Well, like I said last night, you'll never find a criminal guilty of following the laws.
No. But you go to prison or jail, everybody in there is innocent.
Yeah.
That's what they all say anyway.
And I'm the president. Just say it.
Of what?
Exactly. And my name's Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Don't
I support PETA. I told a boy that today. I said that he was saying something. I said, if that's true, I support PETA. And he's like, he just looked at me. Yeah, I don't support PETA. I've killed more coyotes than Parvo killed.
You're goofy. Man, bird.
We have a problem up here in up in the hills, not so down in the valley, but up in the hills. We have feral pigs. We have a lot of them.
Oh, shit. Turn me loose. I'd love to shoot a herd of pigs.
There's
Buyers.
Bye, Slacker Stacker. Have a good day.
I thought PETA stood
Yes,
for
sir.
people eating tasty animals. I don't know.
That's what I thought too.
Wrong
Melissa,
one.
you finally to one of my top 10 friends on Facebook. So you show up in my first
I am?
mess. Yep.
Ever get on?
That's only taking a minute.
Yeah. What? 6 months?
I hit the wrong button. Somebody get her some Velcro for that saddle.
It's like, I guess we need to connect their camera before they can add them to the stream. So she had more than one button.
Take care, Slacker Stacker.
Okay, you got my schedule right, Slacker? Okay. Got
Where'd
it.
you go, Hoovy? Hoovy, get your tail back up on here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for her to sign up, and she don't. Oh, there she is.
Like I'm signing up.
Right here.
It said you had to hook up your mic and camera.
Yeah, I pulled the cord out for my microscope and then stuck in my side camera, and it said, "You don't get any camera."
Okay.
So that's my bad. I'm gonna pick up my mess. Well, I started looking at coins.
You use medicine bottles too?
Oh yeah. After a while, you run out of regular tubes, and
I still like my trays. I'm gonna start buying this. They're only $1 a box, and they're pretty sturdy. And they've got 30 compartments, so that means I've got. What I do now is I I put the Philadelphia and Denver's in by year in each of the trays.
Mhm.
Once they get it full, up to $1, almost $1.50 really. Then I pull out two, enough for two wraps, and I just put them in a box and put them away after I check them.
Nice.
And I seem to be organized. My wife likes it better because I don't have my coins spread all over the place.
Yeah, I used ice cube trays, and then I
I'd
switched.
be happy if it's just my coins all over the place.
Then I switched to Bass Pro lure box. You can take like the slots out, and you always find something and go, "Ooh, I can use that. It's separated," But yeah, it does. It makes it so much easier because you know where you've left off, and it helps. Period. Even though I still got like 20 different kinds of boxes, some way, shape, or form, floating around for storage.
Shapes and forms. Oh my.
Right.
PETA, EVG said, PETA, please eat those animals or those who missed it.
Yeah. The biggest vegetarians are stealing food from my food.
I grew up on the ranch, where we had cattle and cattle dogs and horses, and we harvested everything from the hogs to chickens to beef and all that. And I had a teacher coworker who was into PETA, and I showed her that I had Dobermans, and she do you have you spayed or neutered your dog? I said, no, that's mutilation. And besides that, I said, people who don't have responsibility of their dogs, let them wild loose, whatever. My dogs are in control. They're always, behind a fence, and they're always on a leash. And she got all mad at me. She says, "Oh, you put your dogs on a leash?" I said, "Oh my gosh,
Are you kidding? She asked you if you put your dogs on a leash.
yeah, yeah."
Whoa.
She was upset about that. I said, "You're crazy."
Okay, because like certain city ordinances require that if you walk a dog somewhere, you have to have a leash on him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Whoa.
Well, even my insurance goes up because I have a Doberman in my house.
Right.
But do you have a corgi? No.
2 corgis, 1 Rottweiler. Yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe that. Okay, but then I asked the conversation with Alden and Craig. Do they raise the price of their insurance because they have guns in the house? And I'm pretty sure they don't.
That's what I remember hearing was no.
No, but they do give you a discount if you have cameras. So
yeah,
lots and lots of cameras. Cameras are good.
I wish I would have known. Now we've had plenty of.
That homeowner's policy is pretty much universal. If you have a dog deemed to be dangerous, shoot, I know Chihuahuas are just as dangerous.
Oh God, Chihuahuas!
I can't stand them.
My mother-in-law has 4 at all times.
My neighbor across the street
so yeah. No.
My neighbor across the street has 12 of them.
Oh yeah, you said they're delightful.
Oh yeah.
To put it mildly.
I wish I could put a big mouse trap and just get a couple of them. They're annoying. They just yap. When the ambulance goes by, or the police goes by, or the fire department goes by with their sirens on, all you hear is these.
You're right. Little furry creatures going about their whatever. Yeah.
Hey, Hector.
Yes, sir.
Just tell your neighbor you like Chihuahuas. They taste good with taco sauce.
He won't believe that. Oh,
I bet you if I told Scott's mom not, she'd probably have a come apart for a week.
I've got an old-fashioned pellet gun, which is the pump one where you put the little 177s in there. And I was wanting to pick one off, but my wife says, "Put it away. Put it away."
Or you could just let somebody like me loose with the pellet gun, and then I'm like, "Oops!" and it ricochets off stuff, and accidents happen.
I know that pellet guns at least World War II era, maybe a little before that, and you can pump it up to, I'd say 10 or 15 times, and you can get a good smack out of that thing.
Oh, bad.
But I just have it up on the wall. I haven't used it in years.
Yeah, my buddy Ashley and I made the mistake. Well, I did because it was my idea, of course. We went up to storage units because the main building was a archery shooting range, so to speak. And I was like, yeah, we found a bunch of BB guns in the one of the storage units we were cleaning out. And I was like, man, there's targets up there. And I mean, they're really far away. And then I told Ashley, I was like, well, put safety glasses on anyway. And she shot it. She's like, take my picture. Of course, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. She's like, take my picture while I'm doing it. And when she shot it, that sucker hit the target and bounced all the way back and landed on the tarp and started bouncing right and then landed right in front of her feet. And I was like, yep, glasses were a good idea. She's like, are you freaking kidding me? I was like, well, nobody lost an eye. We're all right.
There were no animals killed in the production of that movie.
Yeah.
Midnight Silver Run, like as far as normal hunting, like deer, turkeys, and stuff. I'm like scent hoarder. I kill 1 or 2 deer a year, a couple turkeys, do my thing. But when it comes to coyotes and normal predators, no holds barred. Like I kill and trap as many as I possibly can just to help those guys.
You might want to raise that a little bit, buyers. I'm just saying.
Why?
No holds barred.
Well, yeah, we can throw hand grenades at them.
I don't know if it's
like that's my job.
That way this year, but like the deer population was so bad that they just pretty much said go after them. You don't have to tag everything.
But what I was going to say was like that's my job. They pay me to come and trap as many as I can to help protect their high fence ranch deer, cows, goats, sheep, whatever. So,
chickens.
Yeah, chickens.
But
we said a ton of stuff to mix mowers, and he was supposed to give that to everybody in the UK. You might want to get a hold of him, see if he's still got some of that small engine nation stuff.
Hey, Byard, does the ranchers pay you, or how's that work?
Well, if say the rancher calls the ODNR, which is Ohio Division of Wildlife, says, "Hey, I'm having a problem with coyotes or bobcats or whatever killing my chickens, whatever it is," then the ODNR will give them a list of names and numbers, and the closest one to them, and they call me, say, "Hey, I need you to come out and check this out," and then the rancher pays me. But if it's really bad, the state will reimburse a certain percent what they feel the livestock that was killed was worth, but it has to be really bad.
Is it overpopulation of the coyote?
Yes, 100%. We used to average what the ODNR said was like 15 coyotes per square mile. Now we're up to about 80.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so like literally every chance I get to kill a coyote, I take advantage of it.
Yep.
And we're in the valley in California between Bakersfield and Sacramento, and I'm closer to the desert end of California, Central Valley, and we got them. They even come in the city now.
Right. Well, just like Midnight Silver Run said, we live in a city, and coyotes are in more than ever in the last few years, and that's part of it. Because once they start getting overpopulated, then they have to start going into the cities and stuff like that to get food. Yeah, and that's when your little dogs, your little cats and stuff come up missing.
That's something just to say. Some of my neighbors in the area have lost their small dogs or even cats.
Yep.
Well, 1 or 2 coyotes, they're pretty easy to manage. More than 10 coyotes, and you've got a pandemic.
Are they individual dogs, or are they pack dogs?
They will fight each other. They will fight everything for a scrap of food.
I've caught as well. I had a farmer call me about 3 days ago. Said he had one old cow die, and I said, "All right, where are you gonna put it?" Because I wanted to know that way I could sit and watch it with a rifle and shoot the coyotes that was coming in. and set some traps that way while I'm not there. At least they're working for me. This was roughly a 2,000-pound cow, and 3 days from the time he put it out till I checked on it right before dark this evening, it was bones. 3 days.
So they kept coming back for it, huh?
They cleaned it up that fast in 3 days, coyotes.
Yep.
It went from a whole cow that had just died, old age,
Uh-huh.
to a pile of bones in 72 hours.
Yep.
That's how bad the coyotes are here. And
Well,
they will keep coming back to that scrap pile till they know there's nothing absolutely left at all.
Well, we never let a cow, if it did die on us, we never let it stay on because it would attract a lot of dogs. So we buried that, because it used to be before.
Yeah.
The rendering companies would pay us for diseased cows, and they pay us not much, $15, $20.
Yeah.
Now we're paying them to remove it.
Yeah.
So we just bury ours instead.
Right. Well, he didn't bury it on purpose, so I could do a little damage for it.
So you wanted the attraction.
Yeah, he wanted them to come in, and I set traps around it. I sat there with a rifle, 2 or 3 hours in the morning, 2 or 3 hours in the evening, and off of that one cow, I killed and trapped 27 coyotes in 3 days.
Dang. What's the bounty on each one? Or
there is no bounty on them.
No, there is no bounty. Okay, I used the wrong term then.
Yeah, there is no bounty on them. The state doesn't pay per coyote or nothing.
And
that's why we have some. What is it?
No, I was just wondering about the regulations, because I know states are different.
In Ohio, a coyote is considered a nuisance animal, pest animal.
Uh-huh.
We can hunt them year round. We can hunt them with anything we want to hunt them with.
Tranquilizer darts?
Nah.
Tranquilizer darts. You can shoot them with slingshots. You can throw hand grenades at them. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. You could chase them down the hill with a knife if you think you're froggy.
Exactly.
It's
the
bad.
only regulation they have on the coyotes is the fur. What you do with them after they're dead.
Yeah. And Scent Hoarder said, what's fur bringing for a good prime coyote, an average size? I get about $55, $60 out of it.
For coats or what?
Or just whatever they want to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's a good price, because around here the average belt sells for about $7.
Yeah. Well, if they're scraped and dried, stretched, they should be selling somewhere at least $40. But the guy pays me a little more because I bring him such amounts every year.
Huh.
And you got to buy a special permit every year to harvest fur.
Yep. Called a fur taker's permit, and it's $15.
Yeah, we have in my dad's area on the ranch, we have pack dogs, feral pack dogs that go around and getting we're going to be calving pretty soon in January and February, so we're out there all the time. You hear dogs barking and not coyotes. We know we got to go out there. And neighbors are out big time at that time, looking for the feral packs.
See, when I was a kid, you might see a coyote once a year, or hear of somebody having a run-in with a coyote, their cat or their dog or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty rare. We had a lot more just wild domestic dogs back then. You catch 5 or 6 of them together, just normal feral dogs. And now, since the coyotes are more prevalent, that we don't have as many feral dogs, and they're starting to put a big dent in the red fox population. So I used to catch average 150, 200 red fox a year. Now I'm down to like 50, 75, and I'm running 3 times as many traps as I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So they they don't only hurt the farm animals, the ranches and stuff like that, and pets, and they're putting a dent in our normal habitat critters.
Well, in Yosemite National Park, we're having problems with wolves. Too many wolves in the area.
I've dealt with wolves up here too.
Really?
Wolves were extinct. Yeah, wolves were extinct in Ohio in the late 1800s. The state of Ohio thought it was going to be clever to introduce one breeding pair per county in the state of Ohio of red wolves, and that went over like a fart in church because those were, I'll say, semi-tame. They still had the wild about them, but they knew enough to know people mean food. So they were running in people's barns, killing calves right in the barn and stuff like that. So, yeah, I got called to kill a bunch of those.
Yeah, and in order, I was just going to comment on the autos. I'm not really a fan of an automatic anything. It might be fun to play with, but it doesn't have a practical purpose in my book. That's just my book.
What's that, Craig? I didn't catch
Fully
that.
automatic firearm.
Hector, did you read my email a little bit ago?
Me?
Yeah.
Let me check.
I think I sent it to you like 20 minutes ago. I kind of forgot till just now.
In my line of work, Craig,
Yeah.
I don't use an AR-15. I use a Mini 14, the old style 223s that they used back in Vietnam.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I don't have the big 30 round mags for them. I carry 2 10s and 120. That way I've got plenty of ammo on me, but the autos, when you're calling coyotes, make a big difference because then if 2 or 3 come in, you have a pretty quick follow-up shot without a whole lot of movement.
Oh, well, so you had a wolf too? Or wait,
yeah,
what
nobody
did
hunts with a full auto. He had a wolf. He had a gray wolf.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, the semi-automatic rifles have a place, but does everybody need them? No.
No,
not everybody has the reason.
No, I love a semi-automatic. I just don't have no use for a full auto.
No, I don't either. I can get one. I have the Class 3 license to get them. I just don't. I got the Class 3 for the sole purpose of getting a suppressor to, make hunting a little easier.
Even my dad and my dad's brothers, when they were in World War II, they used the M1 Garand, and that was a semi-automatic rifle. And
yes, sir.
At that time, they couldn't even bring their own rifles back home with them because they deemed it as a war surplus.
Weapon of war, yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't use it, and they couldn't bring it back. And to me, my father-in-law was a hunter. He went moose. He went deer hunting, elk, whatever it was, going on at the time. He always used a single action bolt, 30-06 with a scope on it.
Yeah.
He never had more than one shot, one kill, and that was it.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest and fair about this whole Second Amendment thing, an AR-15 uses a round that has about 50 grains of black powder in it, and a 30
don't have black powder in it.
It can be up to 180 grains of black powder in it. So, I mean, for self-defense,
no, Craig. No, Craig. They don't use black powder in a 223 or a 30-06. They never have.
Gunpowder.
Yeah, smokeless powder, and they don't go up to 180 grains in a 30-06. The max load that is in my Hornady book is 42 grains.
In a 30-06?
Yes, sir. I can show you. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that.
A 223, even a fine ball powder, as much as you can stuff in there, is about 26 grains, 27 grains. They use a 55 to 75 grain bullet, yes, and the 30-06s they go up to 180, 200 grain bullet, yeah.
Hello, Harold. How you doing,
not
sir?
that
Hello,
Yeah.
Harold.
not
I
that
may
much
be
powder.
wrong, Fire, but what I was getting at is that these rifles that are intended for self-protection are not anywhere close to the same caliber rifle as a hunting rifle, and the distances
Exactly.
aren't near as much.
Right. Well, EVG said AR-15 for kites 5.56 tops is what I use. Same as 223. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Those
it's the same bullet.
A 223 or 5.56 is what the government uses now. You know, it's what our militaries use, and they are wonderful predator guns. Wonderful. They don't do a whole lot of damage. They're fairly flat shooting. You know, upwards of 3,000 feet per second. And you know, I've got a couple ARs that I use to predator hunt every now and again, but I'd like my old M14. You know, it works good.
And the penetration after it passes the carcass, is it travel much after that?
Most of the time when I shoot a coyote, the bullet doesn't leave the coyote.
Okay.
I use 55 grain Hornady VMAXs that are
Mm-hmm.
designed to predator hunt with. So they're designed to basically shatter upon impact. So it's a bunch of smaller pieces, but it doesn't leave the coyote. That way, if there's no over penetration, I'm not worried about it going through the coyote and hitting a cow or the neighbor's dog
Right.
or whatever.
Or ricochet in another.
That's exactly. I use the grenades or 50 grain hollow point, and they're just the same way. They fragment upon impact.
And what's the best shot on the coyote to take?
Shoot it in the head, shoot it in the face. Shoot him in the head or shoot him in the chest.
See, my brother, he's a correctional officer. I had to use the same analogy, but yeah, they do headshots when they give their last warnings.
Yep.
They'll do a bounce off with a wooden block or bean bag, but first the bean bag, then the wooden block, and then I forget what else they use, and then the headshot. And then he practices at least every 3 months to qualify as a sharpshooter in the tower. And man, I can tell you, he has not had done it yet. But he says the bullet they've got is that it does the same thing. It shatters on impact. But I said, well, what about the depth of the where you shoot them? And it says we shoot them right behind the left ear or the right ear, and we cross the brain with the brainstem to shut them down.
Yep. But
I agree with
Sent
Senator.
Order said right there. Yeah, 223 is the best round for hunting. People who want us to lose them have no idea. It's all about the type of bullet you use. I've got some soft point ammunition, jacketed soft point that would make killer deer rounds. But to shoot one in the shoulder like you would a normal, like a deer slug or whatever, it's not going to do a whole lot because it's just not a big powerful round. But you shoot one in the neck or in the head with a varmint type bullet, wonderful. Just it's mush and they're dead before they hit the ground.
It's like anything else, though. A firearm is a tool.
Yes.
You could have this argument all day. You can put a loaded firearm on a table or on a floor, and it won't kill anybody.
Exactly. My M14 and my 22 rifle that I use to trap with are literally like my hammer and pliers to a carpenter.
You can take all the firearms away from people. They're still going to have illicit intent. Whether they use a gun or a knife or a pair of pliers or, chainsaw, it doesn't matter. If somebody wants to do ill intent, they're going to do it one way or another.
Exactly. But here's kind of the thing that I say to people when they say, "Oh, we don't need guns anymore." If you take the legal guns from people, the ones that are registered, that you bought for your dad or whatever, those are the ones they're going to come after because they know those guns are around. The ones they don't know are around are the ones that all the gangs and the thugs have on the street that have been stolen, serial numbers ground off, this, that, and the other. So they're not going to come after those. So that means there's going to be all the bad guys with all the guns, and the common folk that need to protect themselves aren't going to have any because they're going to be taken. So leave my damn guns alone, people. That's the way I see it. My guns are tools. I've never had the urge to go to a school and shoot 100 kids. It's never crossed my mind.
Yeah, I say the solution's more everything. If people want to go crazy, give them more of the drugs, more of the guns, and eventually it'll, God will sort everything out. But that's just me.
Yeah. It's called natural selection. Two gangs want to have a gang war. All right, boys, here's your guns, your bombs, your ammunition, your drugs. Go out to the desert and do it to it.
Sooner or later, people will sort that stuff out. And a prime example is what Britain did to Australia. They dumped shiploads of criminals into that continent. And look at it now. They're one of the most advanced, highly technical cultures in the world.
Australia, yeah. And they have pretty strict gun laws, too. Like, they don't even have semi-auto rifles over there. Everything has to be pump, bolt action, stuff like that.
Is it because
they
the
have
church shooting they had? What they call it, church?
Been like that for a while, but yeah, that helped.
Yeah.
Take care, Irma.
Even their shotguns, they can't have semi-automatic shotguns. They got to be pump shotguns.
Good night, Irma.
Good night, Irma. Tell Michael good night too.
Night, Irma.
Yeah,
I'm
training Mike.
We can talk about this all day back and forth.
Yeah, I'm teaching my kids to either they hide, fight, or run because of the school shootings, and we have a lot of kids bringing guns to legal guns too. I hate to say that, but
yeah.
But the thing is, I look at the kids that have issues, the ones that have brought guns or a weapon to class or to school, I should say, or they make threats, and you can almost pick them out. And people will say, "Yeah, I knew that kid was this or that," and we got to start teaching these kids. I don't know what the answer is, but
I do.
I'm sorry.
The answer is dealing with the mental health issues that we have.
Yeah.
They've restricted mental health awareness and mental health treatment to the point where people aren't getting the treatments that they need.
Well, even G said that when he was living in Russia, that you can own guns, but if they would I don't know, he can probably explain it better than I can, but there's a time limit that they can have the guns, and they have permits. I guess they have some kind of investigation or some kind of routine that they build around it, so that if a neighbor said, he's cool, he doesn't threaten anybody with guns, then they keep the guns. But he can explain a lot better about his experience in a different country, about how they kept guns and how they could not keep guns if certain things happen. And I think I remember him saying one time that there was if one person in the neighborhood said that, yeah, he's crazy with guns, or made a threat, or some kind of aspersion that he wouldn't be able to keep his guns, they'd take his guns right there on the spot. I'm not sure if that's still the same way or it's changed, but I mean, he can explain it a lot better than I could. In Mexico, shoot, if you go
he said,
with a gun,
send him
10 years. And that's it.
EBG said send him.
Yeah, that's why I asked Hector earlier if he wanted to.
I did send him it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
I won't say part of my issue, but like you said, some kids were bringing legal guns to school. That falls back on the parents, not keeping the guns in a safe place, teaching the kids, hey, don't be messing with these guns. You're not old enough, whatever. That falls back to the parent.
like a Sandy Nook, that student killed his mom with her AR-15, and then he went to the school.
Yeah,
And then there's 20.
that falls
20
back
kids.
to her.
Yeah.
Falls back to her for not disciplining the kid and making him understand, hey, this is a weapon of death, but he had ill intentions anyway.
GG, brother.
Hi, Evie.
Hey,
Hey,
hold on. I have way too many of you right now.
Hey, can you explain? Maybe I
Yeah,
could have
just a
backed out.
second. Let me.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah, could you explain to that night you told me about how you can own a gun or not own a gun, or the process? And
Okay, how it works in Russia. In order to get the license in Russia for the handgun or for the rifle or for the shotgun, it's 3 different licenses. And when you apply for one, that's how it goes. You have to first get your medical exam that you're not a psycho. You have to get your blood work done that you're not a drug addict or you're not an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Then you also have to take a class that's about like 2 months long. Also, when you complete everything, then police comes to your house, make sure that you have a safe case to hold your guns that you're planning to buy that you don't have yet.
Yeah.
And then they go along around your neighbors and ask like, do you think we should allow that guy to have a gun or not? And if one of the neighbors says no, you're not gonna get a gun.
I agree with everything but the asking the neighbors part, because if you've had
Yeah, I agree with that
little
as well.
run-in with
And
if you've had a little
and
run-in with your
usually
neighbor,
police-
whatever.
Yeah, and usually police doesn't go and ask that because like after you're done
Right.
this stuff, yeah, police is like, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I agree with everything except for asking the neighbors, because if you've had a run-in, your neighbor got drunk and wanted to fight you, he's going to say no. He don't need a gun.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Other than that, it sounds like they're doing their due diligence on it, though. I mean,
yeah.
And license for the gun is valid only for 5 years.
wow.
Right.
Every 5
That way,
years,
every
you have to
5 years
do
they check you again.
the same thing again.
AVG. Then how often does the process take? Like they say every 5 years. What's after like 4.5 years? Does they start again every 6
It's
months?
like
For the 5
once you're like your license about 5 years is like 4 years. You need to start the process because it's gonna it's gonna take you about a year.
Right. It's not like ordering Domino's pizza. Right.
Yeah. It's gonna take you about a year to go through the whole process.
Right.
Okay. And then
And
That sounds like
the thing is like,
sounds like
when you get the license, another thing, when you get the license, okay, you apply, for example, for like 2 licenses that I want to buy 2 guns or 3 guns. You cannot apply just for permit license, whatever guns I want. You can have only 5 guns tops in Russia.
wow.
And one permit doesn't blanket all your
One permit doesn't blanket. So when you get one permit
per gun.
like per gun, so I was getting last time 3 permits. So and this 3 permits means I have to buy 3 guns within 90 days.
Right.
If I don't buy 3 guns within like 2, 3, whatever, 1 gun, but yeah, I have a limit of 3 guns within 90 days. If I don't buy it within 90 days, it expires. That's it. Whatever I bought within 90 days, it could be 1 gun. I'm done. That's it. I have 1 gun.
And that's what you're locked into for till the 5-year period expires.
Yep.
Wow. Huh.
Well, I kind of agree with that, and I kind of don't. I mean, I could see where it'd be beneficial, but I could see where it would be.
No, I don't like it. No, I didn't like it in Russia. And the thing is, like, I worked in a highly like risk. I wouldn't say it was criminal business, but it was highly risk business where I had to protect
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had 4 guns at home that were like
Right.
next to the bed and stuff.
Mhm.
Right.
And that were legal guns. And we don't have like any legal use of automatic guns. We don't have any legal use like of in order to have a rifle, you have to have a shotgun for 5 years first.
Hmm.
Right.
Then you can apply for the rifle permit.
Huh. That's something.
ABG. So in Russia, did they say what guns you can only purchase? Like, because I know you said that shotgun would start with, but what about rifles after that?
Now, first you have to own a shotgun for at least 5 years before
Okay.
you can apply for a rifle permit.
Okay.
You
What about
apply for a
handguns?
rifle
That doesn't
permit,
matter.
then you can get a rifle, but it's gonna be semi-automatic. It's gonna be like
Right.
a AK-47 here. It's gonna be AR-15. It's gonna be AK-47, whatever. It's gonna be semi-automatic.
Right.
But you
Okay.
have to
What was the process?
you have
for
to
you
own
to
yeah.
get a handgun?
Yeah.
Handgun is you're not allowed to have an actual handgun at all.
Because
Really?
The
So in other words,
handgun,
you're gonna have
the
to end up
hand,
working with
the
a small box
handgun
shotgun.
you can have. No, you can have a handgun, but it's not like actual handgun. It's like a handgun that actually is forbidden here. You cannot buy
Really?
or own handgun that's allowed in Russia here because that handgun that shoots really hard like plastic or rubber bullets
Hmm.
that shoots at the same velocity as lead bullet, but it's not detectable by X-ray,
Right.
and it's considered in Russia to be like less lethal.
Yeah. Less than lethal, kind of like pepper
Yeah,
spray
but
paintballs or something
yeah,
like that.
Like
but
a cardial thump.
they have like like small like maybe steel nails inside or whatever. So it still will penetrate. It still will go inside, but X-ray will not see it. That's why
Right.
it's not legal here,
Wow.
but it's legal in Russia. I shot one in concrete wall and it made a freaking huge dent. Just a freaking hard rubber ball.
So it's still gonna do damage regardless,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
obviously. But yeah.
It's gonna fuck your shit up, but
Right.
it's a less likely chance of killing you.
Actually, it killed more people than lethal guns because people who used guns that they think is like lethal less lethal weapon, whatever,
Mhm.
they use it more often and they don't think about
The
consequences.
Yep.
And they shoot like at a person, and then that bullet end up in the lungs of person, and doctors cannot find it because it's freaking plastic.
Right. Right. A while back, I don't know if you've seen any of them, Craig. There was a company making some ammunition. It was Dynamic Research Technologies, DRT, and they were making some aluminum 45 ACP bullets. They made other stuff, but what I had was 45 ACP. It was an aluminum shell, like pop can thickness, and it had what they called a weight distribution powder in it. Basically, it was like compressed dirt, is what it looked like. And once it went in, that powder just kind of got everywhere inside, and they couldn't get it out. They could get the aluminum out, but they couldn't get out that dynamic whatever powder it was. It looked like dirt, and people were getting shot with them. People were using them for self-defense, and get shot, and then they might die 2 months later from infection.
Yep.
So they took them off the market.
And it's fine. It's still legal in Russia.
From the powder?
No, not from the powder. Actually, they have some powder shells as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have some like tear gas powder shots that still can penetrate your skin.
Uh-huh.
So
And that
just
was
imagine like a
or-
bunch of stuff going into your skin besides you smelling that stuff. Like we have here like tear gas cans, right?
Yeah.
And back in Russia we have tear gas guns, handguns.
Yeah. They shoot a
So
little like paintball basically that's full of tear gas or
yeah,
pepper
it's gonna
spray,
shoot a
whatever.
paintball in your freaking face full of tear gas.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's gonna penetrate you into your eyes, into your skin.
Through your nose, all that
You
stuff,
you
yeah.
you might stay blind forever, and it's legal in Russia, but it's illegal here. So it's like, you don't know what's better, right? Little that everybody can use and shoot at everybody without any circumstances. Because that's if I shoot somebody with this one, it's gonna be like, yeah, misdemeanor.
Yeah. I mean, some of the laws that you've said there and stuff, I agree with. I think it would be beneficial. Some of it I don't agree with. You know, kind
Yeah,
of like everything else.
yeah, I don't agree with like neighbor opinion. I never agreed with that. No.
Yeah. Yeah, because if your dog crapped in your neighbor's yard, all she's got to do is say no. He's crazy.
Yep.
You don't get a gun.
Yeah.
But about like checking like if you're stable enough, if you're not
Yeah,
a drug addict, yeah, that should be done. Like go
And I agree with
go
the
take a test.
every
Like,
5 years.
and the thing is like, okay, I own a charter boat,
Mhm.
and I have to take a P test for the drugs every year that I don't take drugs.
Right.
Why people who own guns don't have to do that?
Yeah.
What is more dangerous, guns or a charter boat?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Kind
Well,
of
like
my
you said
husband,
over there.
they operate heavy equipment, and they have,
Yeah.
with his diabetes alone, he has to go in for a health exam and, get his blood sugar checked and make sure it's okay every 3 months.
Yeah,
Because his
maybe
diabetes.
everybody who owns a gun should make at least P test, like a random. It's called like C test here. It's a random. They call you a random time every year. You have to go into the hospital within like certain amount of time and take a P test.
Yeah, they probably do like a 24-hour or something.
Yeah.
12, 24 hours.
Yep.
Like the 5-year deal, like I agree with that. Like every 5 years, you got to get basically reevaluated to make sure you're still stable and you're not an alcoholic in that 5 years.
Like having a
I
driver's
agree with
license, you have to get that renewed.
Right. But what I don't agree with is you're limited to 5 guns or however many it is
Yeah,
you got.
limitation. Yeah, I don't agree with limitation, and I don't agree with the neighbors think about anything. But yeah,
Yeah, I'd be in trouble if it was
like,
limited to just 5.
like health evaluation or if you're addict evaluation, yeah, that should be done.
Yeah.
I'd
Other
have a hard
than
time
those
getting
couple
over
things,
5.
I think it sounds all right to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what if you've got a
If
schizo
they-
neighbor that's paranoid and says, no, don't give him a gun? Then that messes you up.
No,
Right.
we'll say that
Yes.
neighbors, yeah, what neighbors are not okay.
Yeah.
And based on that note, vote for me as a president, and I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, you got to watch stream.
Yeah, and
I'm-
you might have to take over because I'm falling asleep right now, and I know last time I fell asleep, EVG and Coin Collector got me really good that day.
No, I'm not gonna fall asleep. I fell asleep once on the stream, and I'm not doing that again.
I remember.
Okay,
All
guys, I have to
Thanks
go.
for joining us, EBG.
EVG, thanks for explaining that policy in Russia. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem.
That was cool.
Thanks.
Yep. See you guys.
Yep.
Bye.
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 So I'm gonna call it a night. It was only supposed to be an hour on here, and it's oh my god, it's 3:30 in the morning.
Dude, it happens to the best of us.
know.
Believe
It
me.
does.
You know,
Thank you very much, Hector, for having us.
No, I appreciate you guys coming on. I mean, I hit my all-time high. I had 20 people in here which is great, you know.
Good deal.
But I like the conversation. I like the people I keep company with, and I like the respect that you guys all show to each other. I really appreciate that.
Yep. I mean,
That's awesome.
like you say,
Congrats on the 20 plus, Hector.
Yes, sir. I tend to have some quality time rather than the quantity.
Yes.
So, Melissa, if you want to take over, or anybody else wants to take over, I'm gonna call it a night. Everybody in chat, thank you for showing up. Coin Hoarder, Treasure Troll, Alex Smith, Set Hoarder. I think I already mentioned Melissa, Craig, Buyer Boys. Let's see who else did I not mention? Make sure. EVG just left. Irma Coins left.
is Roadrunner
Michael
hiding?
Lee.
There's
Midnight
11
Midnight
watching.
Steel Run. Is he still here?
I don't know. That's why I was like, maybe you got some lurkers. I'm like, is Roadrunner hiding? You never know.
Yeah, there's 11 people here, so there's got to be more.
I'm gonna guess a Bigfoot's hiding too.
All right. Now I'm irritated. Who gives this stream 2 thumbs down? Like, really, people? Like, really?
Hey, it's interaction.
Come on now.
Well, you know, Al came by then.
Well, yeah.
Welcome to the
Well,
family.
one of them was probably Michael Mullins. One of them was
No,
Mullins.
I
One of them was Al.
don't.
So there you go.
Yep. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
folks.
Anyway.
I even appreciate the negative comment, negative thumbs
A
up,
thumb is a thumb.
thumbs up. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
You're
fine.
getting somewhere,
It's
Hector.
Sir. I didn't catch that, Craig.
You're getting somewhere. If you get a thumbs down or 2, you're getting somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's still a view,
Yep.
whether they
Yep.
want to admit it or not.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I appreciate guys, but I got to be up in 3 hours. So
All right. Well, thanks for having us.
no problem. Thank
Yep.
you guys for showing up. Everybody in chat, thank you very much. Good night, and please respect each other and have fun. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Bye.
Ha.
Hoover, you going to start one?
Yeah, for a little bit.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see you over there.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Later. Bye-bye.